YouTube, let me see if everybody is able to see there. In YouTube, let's see. In YouTube, yes, let's see. 1 second. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so wonderful. Let's keep going. So yeah, so this is going to be an event which is going to be around 2 hour session. So we'll be presenting authors one by one. Okay, 1 second. Let me, there is, okay. So I'm listening my own voice. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Sorry, I was hearing back my voice on the screen itself. So yes, so thank you so much everybody who is joining here in the Zoom room, outside the Zoom room at YouTube. So let's get started, and we are presenting one by one authors in front of you who will be talking about their book, about their author journey. So each author will be taking around 2 minutes of their time, so that in that they will be talking some curious point about their book, and there are links of each author's book. So the best reward for any author by somebody is to purchase their book and leave a review. So all authors will be requesting you to take a copy of their book and read that, so that they could feel rewarded with that. So let's begin the journey, and let me start sharing the presentation slide. And here we go. So let's begin, and yes. So here we go. First and foremost, we are presenting Dr. Ravinder D, author of the book titled Spirituality Through Happiness. So Dr. Ravinder D, you can unmute yourself and talk about your book, about your journey. So over to you.
Yeah, are you able to hear me?
Loud and clear. Please go ahead. Congratulations, first of all. And tell the audience about who you are, which city you are from, your occupation, and your journey at AFH, when did you join, and then talk about your book a little bit. Go ahead.
Okay,
over to you.
Okay. So very quickly, my name is Dr. Ravinder D, and I belong to a city called Mumbai, and I'm from Mumbai. I'm a professor with Devi Institute of Management and Research, and this is my first book at any Publithon. So once again, good evening, everyone. And first of all, thanks to our mentor, Mr. Som Bathla. And then thanks to all my team members, one and all, especially to Deepak Devaraj. Today, in fact, is indeed a very, very special day for me, because 15 minutes back, I was with my wife, who was live creating an India Book of Records. And I'm sitting in the gallery right now. And, I just finished that event, and I'm just over here. And the linkage is like, the flower, what you can see in my book is drawn by her.
Amazing.
Okay. So, somewhere in January beginning, I had, published this book, and, I had run a free promotion. And in the first 3 days, I've hit the bestseller in all the top, all the 3 subcategories. Wow. So what is tried to be, explained in this particular book is a different meaning to spirituality. How can we live a meaningful, true and authentic life? We talk about happiness through spirituality. I am talking the other way around. I'm talking spirituality through happiness, because today happiness is very important in today's new normal. I call this as new normal. How inner peace is so important. So this book reveals about how to attain inner peace. It is not about preaching. It is all about practical tips. What can be done? It's a very short book, and there are only 3 chapters. The chapters covers discover yourself, which talks about aspects like power of silence. How do you learn from your mistakes? Then the second chapter talks about, it's all about caring, how it's so important that we need to start caring for our family, how it is important that we should care for our environment. And lastly, the chapter talks about let the flame burn. So there I talk about the 3 mantras. The first mantra, respect for self. Second mantra, respect for others. And the third mantra is responsibility for all our action. And obviously, knowledge is the most powerful thing. And we are celebrating knowledge today over here. Thank you so much. And that's all from my end. I hope I have not exceeded 2 minutes, because the record was for minutes. So I respect time. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
That's all from my end.
Thank you so much. So I request all the members watching this type in the chat box PTY. More power to Dr. Ravinder Day for his book, and don't forget to everybody don't forget to buy his copy on of the links are down in the video. So check there in the YouTube and you can get that. So with that, I am going to the next author of the day. Next author name is, choose the next one. Spandan Ganguly. Do not leave me. Yes, over to you, Spandan Ganguly. Talk about your author journey, talk about your book, and yes, go ahead, please. Are you there? If he's here or not, let's see. Maybe I'm just checking whether he's here or not. I think no. So let's move to the next one, and when he joins back, we'll take him then. Next is Mona More. Mona More, congratulations for publishing the book, and open the mic and it's all yours. Can you open the mic and talk? Mona, are you there? Others, please can keep your mics on mute. So Mona, I cannot see you on the participant list. So 1 second, are you there? Just checking once more. If not, okay. So we'll take her later. Next one is Pulkit Hasija. Pulkit, over to you. Pulkit, are you there? Okay. Dr. Gurudas Bandyopadhyay, over to you. I hope you're there. Dr. Bandyopadhyay. Seems like people are celebrating their Independence Day. Looks Republic Day looks like this. 1 second. Let me just everybody please keep on mute yourself so that yes. Dr. Gurudas Bandyopadhyay, are you there? Let me just check once more if he's here or not. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Sanjeev Sareen, congratulations on publishing the book. I can see you on the screen. So please unmute yourself and talk about your journey, about your book. And yes.
Okay. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
My journey started with from Bathla about a year back. Till then, I never knew I am a writer. Never knew it. And so that credit goes to him. So my first book was on Hindi poetry, Hindi poetry. I never knew I am a poet also. Never knew I can write in Hindi as well. So there were many new things. So the credit goes to home. So it giving me the opportunity to dig out from me what all potential lies within. So that gives me the inspiration that, okay, I don't know so many things I never knew. I have the potential. So that gave me an encouragement to write another one. That the second book came up, the first one came up in May, second came up in August. So that was spirituality to science. So, and this is the third book, which I am bringing out in series. This is the volume 1. And how I came up with this idea, and this is okay, another good thing is that this is the first public forum I attended. And that gave me an opportunity to work against time in a tough schedule that within about 60 days. And although I joined this public forum 1 week later, but I took it as a challenge. I liked the challenge. I took it as a challenge. Okay, I will meet it. I'll meet it. And till then, I didn't have any idea what I'm going to write. So then I started researching because another credit goes to Sampath because he introduced that, okay, there is some platform for blogging like Quora, Medium. So I have started working blogging on Quora. And I started somewhere in August, and by no more than 500 questions I've already answered, and touching around 30,000 content views. So credit goes to Bathla. I never knew it. So that only gave me an idea to know that what all people are looking for across globe. What all people are looking for. And my niche being spirituality, that I wanted to reflect on spirituality only. So then I selected the best questions people had been asking, people had been looking for. Then I thought, okay, let me start with the series. So in my first volume I released, this time I met the target. I'm happy that way. I had covered the subject like spirituality, God, and meditation. And the next one in the series, I will come up shortly, that will be on ashram, guru, reincarnation, mean, all the related subjects to spirituality. So the credit goes to all the credit goes to Bathla and giving me these are given me an opportunity to engage myself physically, mentally, in a healthy way, purposeful and fulfilled way, that I am doing something, contributing something into my own life and sharing myself. My whole purpose is to share my knowledge, which I have acquired over a period of 25 years into this. My niche is spirituality. So I just want to share. So credit
Wonderful.
goes to so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for sharing your journey about your book. So amazing. So audience, please look at this. He was thinking that he was not an author, but most people don't realize their potential unless they start. So now look at the journey. I mean, he started with one book and now 3 books already done, and he's already planned the whole series in front of because a point is this: soul has a need of contribution. Once we keep on learning something, our souls crave for contribution. So that need of contribution makes us write the book. So that's what this platform is all about. So we are celebrating the success of authors, and when somebody doesn't believe them that they could write, this is the forum where we build the belief. So there is a wonderful quote which goes that if you don't believe yourself, allow somebody else to believe in you, and with that belief, with that borrowed belief, you can take ahead. If you agree with that, type in the chat box. Say, sometimes we don't believe in ourselves, but if somebody else believe in us, we take action to fulfill that belief. Yes, great, wonderful. So thank you so much for sharing your journey, Dr. Mr. Sanjeev Sareen. And those who are wondering what this Publithon is an author Publithon challenge where we put some members into the teams, and with the team they are given some contest and there is some reward. And then in that process, people are able to publish their books and launch their books. So yes, thank you so much. And let's then move to the next author. Let's see who comes up next one. Next one is Dr. Sampath Daniel, one of the very, very senior members of this community. In fact, he's, I would say, like initial 50 or 100 members. So he joined very early. His book is Reimagine Education for 21st Century. So over to Dr. Sampath Daniel. Congratulations on publishing the book, and talk about your author journey and talk about this book. Yes, please. You are here, I think so. 1 second. Dr. Sampath Daniel. Yes, I think you can unmute. 1 second. Yes, please. Dr. Sampath.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. And I'm so happy to be on the Facebook and YouTube, and also on AFH group launch. Thank you so much, Som. And friends, all my books in the series of education, the future of education, are meant for educators, teachers, students, and parents. I'm sure all of you all who are sitting here and watching must read this book, because you have to empower your children for the future of their good and future of the nation, and for the growth and the stability of the nation. The book is, this is the 4th book in my series of the future of education, and it is called Reimagining Education for the 21st Century. It is very, very important because children have lost 2 years of education. So how do they calibrate themselves and rework on the education and the skills that is required for the 21st century? And more so, students learning using the new technology and methods of learning, because of the technology that is developing. And if you see, because of forced intuition into the COVID, that children have been now put into blended learning, or I call it the blended learning, but more of the video learning, or the online learning that we are trying to impose on children. But this is going to be the future. So that's what I'm trying to say in this book, the 21st century skills. And the second most important, which I want to emphasize, and which I'm doing so in this book, and I want all educators and parents to please follow this. This is a United Nations, UNESCO's Sustainable Development Goal. And in the Sustainable Development Goal, and including the Indian, part of the UNESCO, is emphasizing on SEL. SEL is nothing but social emotional learning. Why the social emotional learning for children? It's because today you see children, even if you recently have read in India, in the children have been arrested between 18 to 19 years, 20 years old on the Facebook, with all, trying to build up, or you trying to, emphasize on, separation and hatred and all this kind of things that you can see, which now, Mumbai police have also arrested many people across the this thing, and who are all young students and college going students. So this SEL that United Nations has, emphasized on education for children in schools is social emotional learning from the child at the time of primary, so that the child becomes tolerant, he maintains equality, you have stability and sustainable harmonious life. So please read my book, and that's why I'm offering my book for free from tomorrow for next 5 days.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Please pick up this book, and everybody must read and implement it. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Sampath Daniel, for sharing this book, sharing your knowledge, because yes, the way you explained about the need of reimagining education in 21st century, that's the need of the hour. So yes, thank you so much for making your book free for the next 5 days. And all of you, click on the link and track this. So this is screenshot taken day before, I think yesterday. So you can check on the Amazon page and you'll be finding this book. Let's go to everybody type in the chat box PTY Dr. Sampath, and with that we go to the next author. Let's use next one. Valentina Lim, congratulations for publishing this book, Magnificent Child Empowerment for Teens. Are you there? So you can unmute and talk about your book. Yes, you're here.
Yes, good evening. So
good evening. Congratulations.
Good evening.
And talk about you
so much,
about your journey and about your book, please. Over to you.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. And this is Valentina Lim from Delhi. And this is my second nonfiction book and a series of my previous book, Magnificent Child Empowerment with Positive Parenting. So I'm very happy to present my new book. But before that, I would like to give a big thank you to my mentor, Bathla, for leading my path to victory in the field of authorhood and entrepreneurship. Although this was my childhood dream, I never could imagine I could really become an author one day. But I came across Som's course, and out of the blue, I turned an author in a matter of few months only. A very, very big thank you to you, Som Bathla. May you enlighten many people more lives in future also. So talking about my book, Magnificent Child Empowerment for Teens, is a book about understanding teenagers and their problems. Something else is showing here. Can you
please?
Yeah. Magnificent Child Empowerment for Teens is a book about understanding teenagers and their problems, so that we as parents and elders can help them conquer their demons and turn out to be positive individuals, which is a big requirement of the future generation. It has nuggets to create a positive environment for your teens so that they develop their strengths and make smart choices in life. Thank you very much. Please grab your copy at the discounted rate of ₹49 only.
Wonderful.
Please, yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Valentina Lim, for the wonderful words. And thank you so much for sharing your book and giving it at such a throwaway price that it's a no-brainer. Everybody, 49 rupees is nothing. Just grab this book. And if you are willing to empower your kid, empower your teens, then that is something which is which you should put your hands on. Yes. So everybody type in the chat box PTY Valentina Lim, and congratulations. So those of you who are watching at YouTube at live or watching at recording, and if you think that you also have some author hidden in you, but that is trying to come out, so you can join the community. There are links down in the video. You can check that out, and you can join my masterclass, attend that live, or directly enroll. There's a link down there. So thank you so much. And let's now move to the next author of today's book celebration. Let's see who the next one is. And next one is Deepak Devaraj. So before I let Deepak Devaraj unmute the mic, so let me just tell that we just recently concluded the Publithon season number 3, and there is a team of 8 members, including Deepak Devaraj and 7 more people who had complied all the terms of this Publithon contest So congratulations to Deepak Devaraj and the entire team of this particular team, entire members of this team. Deepak, unmute the mic and talk about your journey with AFH and talk about your book.
Thanks a lot, Som sir. Hi everyone, I'm Deepak Devaraj. I'm from Kochi in Kerala. I'm a software professional, and I have joined the AFH community on August 2020, and I have published 3 books so far. My first 2 books are called, and both these books have become a bestseller in multiple Amazon markets. And now I have come up with my 3rd book, which is called The Higher Vibration. Okay, so talking more about this book. So in this book, it talks about how a person can be in that higher vibratory state. So being in that higher vibratory state, a person would be able to solve their own problems, would be able to identify solutions easily, would be able to attract more opportunities to their life, and also be in a state of happiness, abundance, prosperity in their life. And also they would also be in very good health. Okay, so there are a lot of techniques mentioned in this book on how a person can be in that higher vibratory state and also achieve a lot of things in their life. So I am sure that this book will be very useful to each one of you, because this is essential for your daily life, whether you're office going person or even at home. You would always attract all the great things to your life. So this book talks about all that. So please grab this book, and I'm sure that it would be a very good read for all of you. And I would like to thank Som sir for giving me this opportunity, and for all the knowledge, guidance, and all the inspiration and motivation that he has given to all of us. Because AFH, I was able to publish my books, because if I hadn't joined AFH, I wouldn't have been an author right now in front of all of you. So thanks a lot, and also thanks a lot to everyone in this community. It's a wonderful community, and I'm sure this community will keep on growing with more talented authors in the coming years. Thank you.
Wonderful, Deepak. Thank you so much for sharing about your book, Higher Vibration. Yes, everybody has to vibrate at the higher level so that they could attract those things in the life which are otherwise not visible, because it's all about, attracting those coming at that level of energy, which whereby you can connect with that vibrations and improve your life. And thank you so much about sharing about the journey with the AFH community. Yes, in my view, for writing a book, precisely a lot of things are required, but 2 things are very important. One is motivation, and secondly, habit. So motivation is what gets you started, and habit is what keeps you going. So most of the times in the journey of writing the books, we lack motivation. We are not clear about why we want to write. So that's why every week, Wednesday, this is a Wednesday, 8 p.m. we meet, all authors meet, and we have a session where we give a lot of motivation, guidance, and also a lot of question answers are happening. So today we are having this launch because we believe in appreciating the success, because whatever we appreciate, that appreciates. So first is motivation, second is habit. So first of all, we authors get here motivation. Then there is a community of people who are pulling them alongside. That we have a Telegram group which is all the time vibrating with a lot of messages. People are supporting each other, helping each other, and sharing their success stories, which inspires people. And second is habit. Once you are motivated, your why is clear, then habit is something my courses and my community program and everything, we have a system whereby daily free writing we inspire the people to do. And that's why so many people who just couldn't write the one book, even they are writing many books. And Deepak Devaraj, your story is inspiring. Thank you so much for sharing the journey. And with that, let's now move to the next author of today's celebration. Who is this? Get ready. Let's see. मिस्टर सुभाष चंद्र भीनी बोछारे हैं। आप हिंदी में कविता, हिंदी की किताब लिखी है आपने, कहानियां। सो आप अनम्यूट कीजिए एंड टॉक अबाउट योर बुक इन हिंदी। लेट्स सी हिंदी ऑथर्स, so that Hindi authors get inspired about from your journey and they can learn from your book. Yes, please. Over to you.
नमस्कार।
नमस्कार।
पुस्तक प्रेमियों को सुभाष चंद्र का सादर नमस्कार। दोस्तों, जीवन एक इंद्रधनुष है। जैसे आकाश में इंद्रधनुष विभिन्न रंग दिखाता है, जीवन यात्रा में भी हम समय समय पर भावनाओं के विभिन्न रंगों से रूबरू होते हैं। हालांकि आकाशीय इंद्रधनुष के सारे रंग एक साथ दिखाई देते हैं, जीवन के रंग एक एक करके सामने आते हैं। कभी हम निस्वार्थ प्रेम और स्नेह से भरपूर होते हैं, तो कभी ईर्ष्या और द्वेष का सामना करते हैं। कभी हम एक मासूम की नटखट क्रीड़ाओं से खुशी महसूस करते हैं, तो कभी दूसरी तरफ हम छल कपट और बेवफाई का सामना भी करते हैं। कभी हमें सहयोग मिलता है, तो कभी हमें धोखे का सामना करना होता है। एक दिन हम सफलता का जश्न मनाते हैं, तो दूसरे दिन निराशाजनक असफलताओं का सामना भी करते हैं। एक और बात, आकाशीय इंद्रधनुष के रंग सब एक साथ बंधे होते हैं, जबकि जीवन के रंग आकाश गंगा की तरह फैली हुई छोटी छोटी चमक के रूप में फैले होते हैं। जैसे जैसे हम जीवन में आगे बढ़ते हैं, हमें जीवन के विभिन्न रंग मिलते जाते हैं। इनमें से कुछ स्थायी रूप से मेमोरी की हार्ड डिस्क में संग्रहित हो जाते हैं, और कभी कभी कंप्यूटर रैम की तरह मेमोरी की अग्रिम पंक्ति में आकर जीवंत दिखाई देते हैं। मैंने इनमें से कुछ रंगों को चुनकर एक साथ इस पुस्तक में विभिन्न रंगों के फूलों की माला की तरह चुना है। विश्वास है कि पाठकों को कहानियों के पात्रों में प्रेम, मासूमियत, स्नेह, प्रेरणा, ईश्वर दर्शन, साहस और काव्यात्मक प्राकृतिक न्याय के रंग मिलेंगे, और वह इन कहानियों के पात्रों से अपने आप को जुड़ा महसूस करेंगे। आज ही ऑर्डर कीजिए और पढ़िए भीनी बौछारें अतीत के बादल से, वास्तविक जीवन से प्रेरित मनमोहक कहानियां, लेखक सुभाष चंद्र। किंडल एवं पेपरबैक नोशन प्रेस, फ्लिपकार्ट और दुनिया भर में अमेज़न के सभी पोर्टल्स पर उपलब्ध है। आज से 5 दिनों के तक किंडल एडिशन सिर्फ 49 रुपीज में। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद सुभाष चंद्र जी, आपने अपनी पुस्तक के बारे में इतने अच्छे तरीके से हिंदी भाषा में बताया। लोग समझते हैं कि लिखने के लिए भाषा की जरूरत है। मैं मानता हूं कि लिखने के लिए भावों की जरूरत है और आपके संदेश की जरूरत है। अगर आपके पास संदेश है, आपके पास भाव है, तो आप किसी भी भाषा का चयन कर सकते हैं। अगर मैंने अपनी पुस्तकों को स्पेनिश में लिखा है, पोर्तुगीज में लिखा है, तो मैंने नहीं लिखा है, मैंने अपनी भाषा को सिंपल लैंग्वेज में लिखा है, इंग्लिश में, लोगों ने ट्रांसलेट कर दिया है। तो जो लोग इस वीडियो को यूट्यूब पे लाइव देख रहे हैं, रिकॉर्डिंग में देख रहे हैं, मैं आपको कहना चाहता हूं कि अगर आपके अंदर कुछ विचार हैं जो आप प्रस्तुत करना चाहते हैं पूरे विश्व को, अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आपके विचारों को भी लोग सुने, समझे और उससे कुछ फायदा उठा पाए, तो आप अपने विचारों को पुस्तक के रूप में लिख सकते हैं, प्रकाशित कर सकते हैं, बिना किसी बाहरी मदद के आप अपने आप से ही कर सकते हैं। मैं आपको, अगर आपको लगता है तो आप एक मेरे फ्री वेबिनार में आप आइए, ज्वाइन कीजिए, देखिए कि क्या उसमें होता है। तो थैंक यू सो मच सुभाष चंद्र जी। आपसे प्रेरित होकर मैंने भी अपना सारा जो अभी बोला है वो हिंदी में बोल दिया है। तो थैंक यू सो मच। सो everybody type in the chat box PTYSS, and with that we are moving to the next author today. And by the way, in the screen right now, let's see how many of you are feeling excited. Show me the victory sign on your screen. Show this V for victory. All the screens on, everybody shows V. If you're enjoying this session so far, this is how the author community in this particular Zoom room, every Wednesday, we have these kinds of lovely sessions. Wonderful. I can see the wonderful faces, smiling faces. Great. Okay, are you guys ready for the next author of the day? Type in the chat box, ready? Let's see, ready guys? Okay, ready. Next one is, who is the next? Next one is मराठी पुस्तक। मुझे मराठी बोलना नहीं आता है। जीवन गाने गातच रहावे, डॉक्टर जयश्री राउत गडरी। Can you please unmute and talk? Dr. Jayashree, are you here? Yes, I can see you. One second. Jayashree, I think she's not there. Let's have her later. Okay. H. Archana Nayak. H. Archana Nayak is the next one. I think you are here. Please unmute and talk about how you became author and talk about this book, please. Over to you.
I think the reason I joined today was more to say thank you to you than for anything else. I'm a gynecologist, quite busy in my own world. So it was just a small idea that maybe I could also write, and the entire credit to whatever I have written goes on me and your team. Your idea of the publicathon, your classes, and also the idea of making small teams. I should really thank you for that. And if anybody is watching and thinking about whether possible or not, whether I have the time or not, if anybody is thinking like that, I would suggest that they certainly join your group and certainly join your webinar. It may sound odd, but what if I have written it is only because of your public fund and the support of my teammates.
Thank you so much. And now talk about your book, please. Yes, I think you have rightly mentioned, because most of the times we can't write the book published because there is a lack of, group motivation, lack of support. So yes, please talk about your book.
Motivation and support you're providing. So I really would like to thank you for that. And my book is more about small stories. As the name says, it is small stories for big change. Most often what happens is we are stuck with problems. Especially my book is more for the younger generation between 10 to 20, that age where they don't want to read big things. They don't want to read heavy stuff, but they also need these, these small ideas, these small suggestions which are essential for them to make their own decisions. So it is just small stories with a big moral in them, so that it just opens a bulb on moment for them. That is the idea.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Without spending too much time, if we can, instead of giving sermons and big lectures, so if they can pick up the idea themselves, it would be great. That was the idea behind this book.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Wonderful. So small stories for big change. No need of big lectures, big stuff. Very small. It's very simple. We unnecessarily make it complicated. Small story of big changes. All of you, please grab your copy of our book. The links are down in the video, and you can read that and get benefited. So let's now move to the next author. All of you, please type in the chat box, congratulations, Archana Nayak. And then let's move to the next author of the day. And we are now celebrating the book of Mr. R Goswami, Rewire Your Brain. Amazing person. I think he has published 5 or 6 books already after joining the community. So R Goswami, you are one of the oldest members, and can you please unmute and talk about your journey as to how did you start and where the journey is going in? And yes, over to you, please.
Thank you very much. My name is R Goswami. I am former aircraft engineer from Indian Air Force and retired branch manager, State Bank of India, psychologist and defense recruitment trainer. मैंने पिछले जन्म में कुछ अच्छे कर्म किए होंगे, इसलिए मेरे को AFH कम्युनिटी का कांटेक्ट हुआ और मैं पिछले 1.5 साल से उसमें हूँ. From my psychological studies, I found that there were some mental disorders like schizophrenia, hypochondria, masochism, etc. Then I decided to write my 6th book. You must have seen in the TV recently that a 14-year-old girl is blindfolded and reading the book. A boy of 12 years old is touching the object and telling the color of the object. Is it possible? Yes, my friend. You can train your neurons of your brain and you can unleash your true potential. I will not much tell about the book, but read this book and you will come to know lot many things. Book is only for $0.99, but you purchase before 31st January 2022 because it is going to be 5 times more. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for talking about your book. And by saying less about your words, about your book, you have raised curiosity about your book. And I'm sure that people will be definitely trying out this book to rewire their brain. So congratulations. And all of you type in the chat box, PTYKRG, PTYKRG. And now we are going to move to the next author. And before I go to the next author, let me ask in the chat box in the Zoom room, how many of you are coming in this Zoom room the very first time? Type in the chat box FT. If you are totally new, you have just joined, you must be wondering what's happening here. FT, Hemant Saxena, welcome here. Who is the next one? Yes, a lot of people join every week. And Basant Kumar Sahu, new member. Kavita Khanna, FT, first time, welcome. Yes. Rishi Sindhu Vishwas, first time, welcome. Yes, this is the kind of celebrations we do. And if you are totally new to this community, Maninder Bhatia, new, wonderful. So we keep on doing these kinds of events. It's like, I think 4th or 5th launch we are doing. And whenever we have so many books published together, we launch such kind of sessions. So great. And with that, are we guys ready for the next author? Show me thumbs up. All of you show me thumbs up. Yes, wonderful. Let's go to the next author of today's, and the next person is Devi Sunny, Raising Your Rare Personality. So Devi Sunny, congratulations to you on publishing the book. Talk about what made you write this book, how you became author, and about this book also. Over to you.
Hello, Som, can you hear me?
Loud.
Can you see me? Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
Please go ahead.
So, hello everybody and all my family and friends seeing me live. So, my name is Devi Sunny. I'm from Bangalore. I help students and aspiring professionals in career selection. And I believe it's very critical that one should not go wrong in their selection, because moving ahead, it's going to be a little difficult for jobs and, the right career choices. So, a bit about this platform. It's a great platform for me. I could release this book because of AFH Society, and it gives importance to both fiction and non-fiction books. So that's one great thing, and I can see a lot of elders, and I'm so blessed to be in this this group. So a bit about my book. My book is Raising Your Rare Personality, and this book is about MBTI personality types. So it says there are 16 personality types, and we all belong to one of these 16 personality types. And we have different cognitive functions. So my intention to write this book was to make my family, friends, and the society aware about the cognitive functions, which is default for a personality, but then it doesn't bind them. But they are comfortable in one particular choice of cognitive functions. To understand that is very critical. So thus this book should help you out in this. And so my book was well taken from by my social circle, my friends and my family, and I could hit the India Amazon bestseller and Australian bestseller number 2. And I intend to write more on empaths, and which is having intuitive feeling function in their personality type. So I'm just waiting for the next Publithon to release my next book. So I'm just looking forward, and thank you so much for Som for this platform, and best wishes to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Devi, for the wonderful words about the community, and talking about your book and how you got success with the initial first book with the support of the community as well as your friends and family. So all of you type in the chat box PTYDS, and let's now move to the next author. I think we are going in the right flow. I think we are well in time, 40 minutes in the session, and we'll be covering all of the authors. Let's go to the next author of today, and this is, let's see, Jasmeher Kaur. Are you there? Let me just check. If you're here, you can unmute and talk. I'm just searching. Okay, if not, then we can join later. Ramesh H. Are you there? Next is your.
Yeah.
Yes, Ramesh, congratulations. Yeah. And poem for those who don't read poetry. Amazing title.
Yeah.
So congratulations, and over to you. Talk about how you became author, about your journey, and then talk about this book.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Som, for giving us this wonderful platform where we can share our views with our co-authors and learn from the co-authors. If I had not joined AFH, then I would have somehow managed to go through YouTube and publish a book finally. And that would have been the achievement of my goal. But after joining AFH, what I learned is that publishing the first book is just a start, and it's not the end goal.
Yes.
So beyond publishing, what I have learned from AFH community is there is a series of accomplishment that one can aspire for through way of authorpreneurship. And also during my teenagers, I had crammed many sentences about self-actualization and all, but now I see a glimpse of what it actually meant. So thank you so for that. Now, coming to the book, when I started writing about the poem, writing poetry last 2 years during the pandemic, I talked to my friends, most of them being engineers, left-brain persons. They said, oh, good, you are writing poetry, but I don't really read poetry or I don't understand the poems. So that made me think as to why left-brain person don't enjoy this art of dwelling into poetry, dwelling into the subject, pausing the thoughts and rekindling some of the moments. So what I've done in this book is I have given the plot before getting into the poem as such. So that make them understand is what the poem is all about before they start reading it. And also I have given the meaning of difficult words which are normally not used in daily language. And what it means in the poem is also what I have given as a prelude to each of these poems. So this is a collection about 40 poems, and it is available for 100 rupees, the paperback on Amazon.India. And I'd like to narrate one poem which explains the title of the poem. The poem title is Poems Not My Cup of Tea.
Go ahead, please.
Miles away from poetic art, it doesn't suit my cart. Never I did get what it meant, nor worth my time that's spent. Always away from poetry, for paltry time I'm free. In the midst of life's warmth and cold, some words never unfold. I rarely get the theme correct. I have no time to reflect. But this one is a bit different and perhaps pertinent. Now, if you see yourself in this, don't give this book a miss. We'll ease you into poems through plots. Hope you will enjoy a lot. So this is for those who don't read poetry. Please buy this. This is available for 100 rupees, paperback on Amazon.in. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Ramesh, I must say, the way you have chose the title, the way you have given the description, I don't read poetry, but you have made me believe by logical arguments that yes, poetry should be read for the purpose of right brain development. Wonderful. All of you who don't read poetry, watching at YouTube or watching here, grab his book and learn how to develop the right side of the brain. Wonderful. Thank you so much. All of you type in the chat box PTYRH. Let's give power to Ramesh, all of us. And
thanks.
Let's now move to the next author of the day. By the way, before I type the next show the next author, how many of you are enjoying? Type in the chat box enjoying. Let's see enjoying people. This is the kind of our own event. We are celebrating our family members' books. Enjoying. Yes, on YouTube, if somebody is enjoying, type there, you enjoying also. Yes, enjoying. By the way, those who are watching for the very first time, when we did our first such kind of book launch in July 2021, we had 100 authors, 130 plus books. And what happened? It lost it for 3 hours and 52 minutes. How many of you are part of that launch last time? Type in the chat box me. And everybody was sitting like glued to the chair. And it was like a very blessed moment, like so many people celebrating the knowledge, joy. That's what being an author is all about. When you share the knowledge, education, inspiration, entertainment, you are contributing to the world to make this world a little bit better place, happy place, joyful place. And that's what we are celebrating, all of us here. So it's a wonderful breed of people who have some special talent which they have nurtured, and that is making the world little bit better, one book every single time. Yes, let's make this book better, one book at a time. Type in the chat box agree if you agree with that. Yes, let's go. Next one is coming from, next book is Ruchi. Let's check Ruchi is here or not. Ruchi, you can unmute and talk if you're here. Looks like she's not. No problem. Ms. Geeta L. Sahai, I hope you're here. Let's see if you are here. Okay, I think we'll be finishing our launch very fast because People are celebrating Republic Day. So anyways, let's keep going further now. Next one, let's go to the next one is Lalith Hundlani. Unmute and talk. Yes, you're here. Lalith Hundlani. Hi, Lalith. Congratulations for publishing this book, and wonderful topic you have chosen. And Lalith is also one of the oldest members, and he has published his third book, and he's participating in all publicathons. And he was someone who thought that I could not write a book, and he has in the interview which I had with him on YouTube clearly said that he never thought of that he could do like things like this, but he was able to write the book. So Lalith, can you just talk about a little bit about his journey as an author, and then talk about this book? Over to you.
Thank you, Som, for giving the opportunity, and it's always pleasure to be in your company and share about the experiences. Now, before I do that, can I request everyone on any platform, whether Zoom, YouTube, Facebook, to type SBR, because Som has been tirelessly running the show for so long, and we authors are coming and just presenting our books. So that's very, very mean. So please type SBR, because he is doing wonderful job as an author mentor, and right now an amazing host. So thanks to you, Som.
Thank you so much, Lalith. Thank you so much. Yeah. Wonderful.
Thank you. So now talking about my journey, a little bit of my introduction. So hi, everyone. I am Lalith Hundlani, a banker turned life coach and an entrepreneur. Currently on a mission to empower 1 million people transform their lives. And I joined Author Freedom Hub in October 2020. And thanks to the mentorship of Som Bathla, an amazing community of super inspiring authors, in last 15 months, I have transformed from a non-writer to a best-selling author of 3 books now. So all thanks, and as Rom rightly said, so I first thought about writing a book maybe 10 years back. And I was thinking, how do I do that? But here I was, October 2020, I joined the community, and January 1st, 2021, my first book was out. And in 15 months, this is my third book, which I have written. So that's a little bit about my journey. And now talking about the book, so shall I?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Thank you. So friends, my latest book, Sell More Books with Amazon Ads, is a niche book on the subject of Amazon ads for selling the books. The book explores the world of Amazon advertisement, which is one of the low-cost, effective, and sustainable methods for authors to reach out to more readers and sell more books. The book helps you to learn the techniques of finding profitable keywords, launching Amazon ads, optimize them for maximum results, and effective strategies to sell more. So if you are an existing author or an aspiring author who wants to sell more books, then this book is just for you. In the launch phase, the book is available just for 99 cents or rupees 74. You can find the link in description box, and also it's available on Amazon. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Lalith. I think you should say that if you are aspiring author, join the AFH community and then buy this book. Am I right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. See, if you are a non-author like me, or you have some knowledge also, I would request you to join the community. Because if a person like me can do it, anyone can do it. And I have seen the same thing with many other authors also, who joined after me and went on to publish multiple books. So that's how it works.
Thank you so much, Lalith Hundlani. Everybody type in the chat box PTYLH and LHR also. Lalith Hundlani rocks. Wonderful. So let's keep going. And who is the next one? Next one is, let's see, Manjul Tiwari, 10 ways to master public speaking and communication. Can you please unmute and talk? Manjul Tiwari. Yes, over to you. You're here. I can see it.
Am I audible?
Very loud and clear. Yes. Congratulations on publishing this book, and talk about your journey as an author, and then talk about this book.
Yeah. Namaskar and happy Republic Day to all of you. It gives me a great pleasure to be speaking to you all on this day of our book launch, which is a dream fulfilled and a mission accomplished as far as achieving the first goal or a milestone is concerned. But I still have a long way to go as my author journey has just begun. Before I say something about my first book, 10 Ways to Master Public Speaking and Effective Communication, I would like to throw some light on how I took up Public 3 challenge and some of my interesting experiences associated with it. Though I took up silver membership in Jan 2020 and then subsequently gold membership in July 21, till then I was only testing the waters and mustering all the courage and recollecting all that is being said in the wonderfully designed course material. I was also trying to apply certain marketing tools and techniques as I learned from Som's gold course for a book written by my father, India, a Cultural Voyage. It was only in Public 3 that I decided to take the plunge. And I'm too happy to have taken the plunge. With the active mentoring by Som and getting associated with the wonderful community of authors, I feel encouraged to write more and more. It seems my appetite for writing is getting bigger and bigger. Now, coming to the contents of my first book, 10 Ways to Master Public Speaking and Effective Communication, I would like to say that this book teaches you how to become a good public speaker and a presenter. My book outlines an easy methodology for effective speaking, for achieving success in our business environment, interpersonal relationships, and for even day-to-day activities. It focuses on how to speak confidently in front of a formal gathering at workplace, school, college, social events, or in official meetings, or simply pitching an idea to a prospective client. My book teaches you the basic principles of effective communication skills and how to practice them with a clear focus. The step-by-step approach outlined in this book helps you overcome stage fright and makes you stage ready. The book cites many examples of how some of the legendary leaders rose to become outstanding orators and thereby achieved great success in their lives. Finally, my book teaches how to connect the three most important ingredients, that is audience, content, body language, and modulations, and bring out your irresistible engaging part. This is all I have to say for the moment. I once again thank Som and the entire AFH community, author fraternity, for providing such a wonderful support in their journey towards authorpreneurship. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. Manjul Tiwari, for the wonderful journey you had and the book publishing. And new members who are yet to think of topic or yet to publish the book or whatever journey you are at, you're just starting out. How are you feeling right now after looking at all these people who just started simply doubting themselves whether they could write or not? How does it feel? Type in the chat box you're feeling. Like, is it feeling empowering right now? Is it feeling inspiring? Let's see in the chat box. If you are a new member, if you are just thinking of writing a book, you're watching at YouTube live or as a recording later, what is the kind of feeling coming in your mind? Is it feeling empowering, inspiring? I can do it. Type in the chat box, whatever is coming to you. Yes. Great. And wonderful. Feeling inspiring, I can do it. Feeling empowered. Wonderful. Kamalpreet Singh. And who is typing else? Let's see. Yeah, Basant Kumar feeling inspired. Madhu P feeling motivating. Shivani Bhardwaj inspiring, empowering. Maninder Bhatia inspired. Amazing. Wonderful. As I said, writing a book is requiring motivation and habit. Once you have a motivation, which these kinds of programs give it to you, once you develop a habit of writing daily, how many of you agree that if a motivation and you keep on taking action as a habit, results are bound to come? Type in the chat box, agree if you agree with that. Results are nothing but the result of consistent actions. Actions are nothing but your behavior, which is generating from the motivation, right? So let's keep going. And the next author of today's session is, Deepti Agarwal, Shades of Emotions. Yes, wonderful topic. Please unmute yourself and talk about your author journey, how you became author, and talk about this book, please. Over to you.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
I'm Deepti Agarwal from Gurgaon, and I'm a storyteller and a story coach. So while I was teaching storytelling, then I had researched on my topics. So, and I was thinking about writing a book, but I didn't knew that I could write a book. So coincidentally, or say luck fall on me, I happened to come across this AFH community, his masterclass, Bathla's masterclass, and I joined it in late July 2021. And here now I am just 6 months away, 6 months down the line. I'm with 2 of my books right now in my hand. I'm a proud author of 2 books, and all thanks to Bathla and his community and all the authors over there who help each other build and write more books. I am so inspired of writing that I keep telling people that if you have some information, why don't you go and write a book? It is so easy. It's only the inhibition which we have in our minds that we were not able to write. But Bathla inspired us so much that he told us very simply and very easily how we can write books easily and publish them very smoothly. So this is all about
yes, I
my
totally agree with
journey.
you. I totally agree with you. It's a contagious disease. Once you write a book, you force people to write the book because everybody has something valuable to share, and they keep on thinking that writing a book is difficult. I can't do it. But once we do ourselves, then we realize that it was not that difficult. Everything is difficult. Everything is difficult before it becomes easy. So yes,
Yes.
yes, please go ahead. Author of 2 books now, and yes, talk about your books, please.
No, my first book was a difficult one because it was a technical book which I wrote on emotions. Because in this pandemic time, we need to control our emotions. So that book is on emotions. So this book again is an extension of my earlier book, but this book is a poetry book. So here in this book, I have segregated all the basic 9 emotions separately, and for each and every emotion, I have written 6 poems and consolidated them and weave them together and formed a beautiful rainbow out of it. And here is my second book, Shades of Emotions, with poetry in it, like topics like love, compassion, peace, courage, disgust, laughter. Now, all these kinds of emotions are there in this book. Please do go and read it. I'm sure you will like to read all these poetries. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your wonderful narration about the book, and thank you so much for sharing your journey. And I'm also from Gurgaon, so we'll meet sometime for sure. And I believe we as authors, we are meeting over Zoom only. Let this Corona and Omicron should go away. Then we can have some physical meet, and we can physically meet each other and celebrate the company of each other.
Yes,
Wonderful.
I'm waiting for that day.
Yes. How many of you want to have physical meetings like this? Type in the chat box me. That has a different kind of fun. Yes. Yes, wonderful. We'll try to do it sooner, but yes, let's keep doing until we do that. Let's keep doing these sessions. Wonderful. So yes, let's now go to the next author. And if any point of time in between, if there is somebody hiding their talent inside of some singing or poetry, I invite them to just type in the chat box WTS. And okay, let's see. Satat Lahiri, you said WTS. Please unmute the mic and talk about what do you want to share, and then share, please.
Good evening and a happy Republic Day to all.
Yes, please.
Don't worry, I'm not going to sing a song. So
I'm
actually,
not expecting that.
I wanted to share something.
Yes, please.
I'm one of the oldest members, fortunate oldest members in this community.
And very helpful member also. One of the oldest members. And yeah, those who don't know Satat, he is one of the very oldest members, and he is very helpful, and he has brought many people in the community by encouraging them to join the community, and he is helping a lot in all the publicathons. So thank you so much, Satat, for the things you do, and you have seen you have helped many people. Yes, over to you, please. Go ahead.
Now, of course, that encouragement came from you. And I am, as I was saying, I am one of the fortunate older members of this community, and what a wonderful community I have built. There's no comparison in the country, elsewhere also. And wonderful people in the community. People are, helping each other, and people are by the sides of each other. Even if there is some personal problem, people are there to encourage and motivate people. That's what community is all about. What I wanted to say is, when I joined first, it happens with everybody. Deepti ji have written about emotions. So, that emotion. We wanted to test the waters. We wanted to see what Som Bathla has to offer. There were many such people in our group who are there, probably Sampath, Daniel, Guru Garu, you are there. And there are many other people who wanted to test the waters and see what Som Bathla had to offer. And during a journey from 2020 to now 2022, I saw myself changing. I saw all the old members changing and everybody believing the system and everybody following the system and getting success out of it. So if a veteran, may I call myself a veteran? So if a veteran like me can change, if all the veterans in the community can change, so all new authors, you also can change. So if you have got an idea, come out with it. As Deepti said, put it on a book. And as Lalith said, put it across to people through various ads and various systems that Som teaches. Nothing like it. That for me is happiness. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Adal, for sharing your experience with the community, with the whole experience you have in the last 2 years. And these kinds of words from the members like you who are veterans, I would say you are veteran because you have been doing this thing for a long time and you are passionate about the work you do. And if these kinds of words come from people like you, they mean a lot to me. And I seriously, sincerely appreciate that. Full of gratitude. Thank you so much. So thank you so much for sharing. And let's now go to the next author here. And next author coming here is Dr. Vijay Lakshmi Aluri, a very senior professional gynecologist and respected member. She has come out with this book. So Dr. Vijay Lakshmi, are you here? Can you please unmute? Yes, please go ahead.
I'm here. I'm from Hyderabad. I joined in the community in August 2020 and gold member. I took gold membership in December 2020. I published my first book in January 2021. So now this is my second book, but writing is not a problem for me. I have already published around 20 books on traditional platforms, publishing farm platforms. But casually, I came across your ad in the Facebook and I joined in the community. I'm not a tech-savvy person. So I thought it is very difficult for me to follow this and publish on my own in this Amazon platform. But I followed your instructions and able to publish my first book in January 2021. But I never had any idea of promoting or marketing my book. It was very difficult for me. As at 78 years age, I'm still practicing my profession actively, and I get very little time to write or think about the promotion. So I left the book like that. No promotion, no ads. But for this second book, Neeraja from Hyderabad, Neeraja Bandi from Hyderabad, she helped me and encouraged me to promote the book. And now my second book is bestseller in 5 categories. So thanks, Neeraja. And for my first book also, now I want to promote and do marketing. And I want to write health education books in series from next Publica.
Wonderful.
So thank you, so much. You were wonderful. You are so decent, encouraging and everybody at every point. And you're not at all discouraging when we are not up to your wish. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Aluri, for the wonderful words. And you have proven that age is just a number. Age is just a number, and 78 is nothing. You could be 88, 98. You will be still having that kind of motivation to or any drive to keep doing what you're doing.
Maybe I am the eldest in the community.
No, you are not. 84 years of age. Dr. Tony Fernandez, who published the book on cataract, he's the oldest one. So far, I have seen that.
Okay.
Wonderful. So great. And thank you so much, Neeraja Bandi, for helping the fellow authors. So this is what this community is all about, where we are not only just focusing on our work, One beautiful thing about this community is all of us are writing books on somewhat, maybe if somebody is writing self-help book, so they are still helping the people from the self-help book category also. How many of you experienced that? This never happens anywhere because you think you are my competitor, but here we work on the principles of collaboration. This is a world of abundance. We promote the abundance here. There's no scarcity. There's no zero-sum game. It's an ocean. Somebody can take from with a bucket, with a mug, or with the complete truck loaded water. Ocean doesn't get reduced, right? So this community is all about. So collaboration with the authors and people at whatever age you are 80, 78, people like 10 years of age. Now we have, I believe, somebody 13 years of age. She's publishing the book. I think Prachi Chaudhary, she will be coming sooner, but yeah. So thank you so much for sharing your words, and wish you all the best for the wonderful, journey you have shared with the people, right? So let's now go to the next one. Next one is Jaspreet Kaur Bodhraj. Let's see if she's here. I think she had some request to me personally saying that I can take her name later, but yes. So those who are joining later, whose turn has gone, we'll take your name at the end after all these books are done. Let's go to the next one is Tapan Maji. Tapan Maji, are you here? Maji is not here. Tapan Maji is not here. Let's now go to next one. Manish Kumar Sinha. Manish Kumar Sinha. Okay. Professor S.P. Kaushik, I can see you're here. Yes, please go ahead. Over to you, sir. Very senior professional, and he is a part of community. So Professor Kaushik, please unmute the mic and talk about your journey as an author. Very senior, very experienced member of this community, and I totally feel grateful when such kind of people join the community and they rave about the community. Over to you, sir.
Can you hear me, Som?
Very loud and clear as usual.
First of all, happy Republic Day to all the wonderful members of AFH community and to the Som sir as a guru. We really enlighten being present with you, and every week we get motivated. I must thank Nirja Bandi, Satadar Lahiri, Vikram, Deepak Devaraj, and many more. The list is unending. I am Professor Wing Commander Dr. S.P. Kaushik, a defense technocrat, educationist, scientist with Dr. Kalam and Shiv Yogi now, a former research scholar at IIT Delhi, principal, director, director general, pro vice chancellor, many more at the university level and engineering college level. I published more than 100 research papers. I am international scientist on science of biorhythm theory. And I developed the aviation accident machine, DMT, to reduce aviation accidents in the aviation department, in the defense, and even civil aviations. May I have your permission to talk about my book? So,
absolutely, yes. Over to you, sir. Yes, Redefine Your Destiny. Wonderful book. Yes, please, go ahead.
Now, this book is Redefine Your Destiny, is a testament to what a human can deliver by giving 200%. 100% from the inside and outside 100%. With the power of their mind, using positive attitude, belief system, and subconscious mind. As we are all aware, we hardly use our mind power. It is almost 4%. So how to use to maximum power and reach to 96% to shape up your destiny, to acquire what you need, how to build up the experience you need, how to make this goal in the realistic life, what were we dream. So this book highlights the unique way of telling, to awakening the consciousness and inner energy system to ensure success in our work, professional work, as well as home front and relations, and all the area where we need to establish ourselves. I have quoted numbers of real life incidents and Bhagavad Gita, and with a famous personality to give their book a real opportunity to understand the practical aspect of this book. My telling more will not really help in so many ways, but reading it and practicing it, I can assure you, one can really shape up his destiny to whatever your goal you have destined for yourself. It is amazing to be on this platform. I'm personally thankful to SOM and AFS members, and thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Kaushik. And with the kind of such a vast experience you have in the life and such respected positions you have in the life, having you in this community is something which makes this community itself a place to be in, because people, when they join this community, they will be meeting people like you, and that in itself is a big reward for the people. So wonderful. And all of you, if you want to read some book which is based on the experiences of life of somebody like Professor Kaushik, who is having such a vast experience, and grab this copy, and links are all down there. So right now, those are watching at YouTube and who will be watching the recording later, I would keep on recommending that the best reward for any author is to grab their book. So what you can do, let me tell all of you, the links are down in the video below. Let me, for the benefit of everybody, show you. I'm just opening the live video here, and there are down there. Look at the screen. There are books. All the books of the authors are here. There is a link of that. Once you click on this link, you can buy the book. And yes, 51 books are listed over here. You can buy these books. And if you are somebody who is reading a lot, I can tell you that after reading a lot, what happens? You want to, when you are filled till the brim, you want to get that knowledge out in the world. And that's when you want to become an author. So if you want to become an author, then the links are down below the video also, which will show you how to join my next webinar, where you can join the webinar, learn about my 3 secrets of writing, publishing, and marketing the books. And if you are somebody who is convinced after looking at all these people that you are at the already right place, the link to join is already there in the video below. So you have seen many people talking about this community, reading about this community. So with that, let's now go to the next speaker or presenter of the day. And next presenter is coming on the screen is here. Next one is Dr. Thomas T. Thomas. Adventurous Dr. Thomas T. Thomas, please unmute the mic, talk about your journey and the kind of calm, the kind of peace you have on your face while talking. That makes us envy. What brings that kind of calm, peace, and you're still adventurous as a doctor, as a countryside boy? Over to you. Talk about your journey, talk about your book. Over to you.
Hi, everyone.
Yes, please.
I've introduced myself. I'm Dr. Thomas T. Thomas. I'm a family physician working in a corporate hospital here in a place called Pathanamthitta. It's in Kerala. So I have been writing even from my student days, but I always had this ambition to publish a book, write a book. And I was a voracious reader. And all that enabled me to start writing a book. And then I joined SOM's community, AFH community. And that changed my outlook completely, I should say. Because then I understood how we could publish on our own, market on our own, and go ahead and write multiple books. And another thing I learned is how to become, to have a global outlook. I never had this before. I never thought I would sell anywhere outside India. But as of now, my books are selling maximum in the US. Second is UK. Third only India, with Australia and Canada coming close after. So that he has changed my outlook completely. And any other, actually, you should go for this global outlook. That is what makes you a real author, I think.
Wonderful.
So thank you so much, and all the members in this community for all this that is possible for me. So coming to my book, this book is Adventures of a Countryside Boy. This can be considered a prelude to the first book. My first book was Adventures of a Countryside Doctor. So here I relate in a fictional manner. It's a fictional autobiography, by the way. In a fictional manner, how a village boy goes through life and nursing an ambition to become a doctor, and finally how he attains that. So that is given as a story. I'm one of the few, among a minority in this community who write fiction. So this, I hope it will be a good read. It has been recently only published, has been well received. The first book was very well received all over the world now. Even now it is selling. So I hope this also will follow in its footsteps. So the link is given below. And people who love to read fiction, please go for it. Thank you.
Wonderful. So thank you so much, Dr. Thomas, for sharing your book about your journey, about your life. Wonderful. So let's now jump to the next author of today, and let's jump to it. And as you said rightly that you are in minority, but I don't think you are in acute minority. You are like how many fiction? Fiction are like a lot of people are fiction authors. Once I did a poll, it was like 25% people are fiction authors in the community. Yes. So a lot of people are fiction here. Wonderful. So let's now go to the next author of today's show. T and Mahesh, Magic Square Puzzles. T and Mahesh, over to you. Seems like he can take up later. No worries. Okay. Satish Kumbar. Satish Kumbar, maybe later. Satad Al-Lahiri, again over to you. Vad again. And second book is Kirdars. Yes, please, over to you.
Good evening, everybody, once again. First of all, like Lalith did, I'd like to urge everybody to put AFH family rocks in the chat box, because AFH family actually rocks. Can you put that?
Let me also put
AFH family rocks.
Let's put it. Let's also put on YouTube also.
Yeah, YouTube also. People who are watching, AFH family actually rocks.
Actually rocks. I'm following the instructions. Yes, please.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you getting the chat box rolling. Well, I am Satad Al-Lahiri from the city of Jai, Kolkata. Happy Republic Day once again. The book Vad again. Actually, I wrote a book called Vad in the previous publicathon. It's about, Vad and killing is not only about getting somebody physically killed. You can have your aspirations, hopes, emotions, a lot of things that can be killed with you alive. You physically alive, but a lot of emotions, aspirations, thoughts, ideas can get killed. Vad was probably incomplete. So I come out with Vad again with a question to you. Everybody, are you a killer or are you a victim? You can be either a killer or a victim. You are. Try to find out. You are either a killer or a victim. Let us settle in. You cannot be both. You cannot be neither. You can be either a killer or a victim. Please find out.
Wonderful, wonderful. To find out, you have to go to the link below and grab the copy, and then you'll be able to find out, right, Satad?
Yes, sir. And it's 0.99 cents. It's nothing. It will definitely give you a lot of value while you read through it. Small stories, short stories. It's a small book. Absolutely. The second book is Kirdars, shades of characters. There are certain pillars on which the society stands. Society, our community, even this community. There are some certain things that makes it exist, that makes it prosper, that makes it sustain. What is that? That is people, emotions. Every kirdar, every character has got shades in it. Through some characters in this book, try to find that out. Maybe the book is about you. Maybe you are one of the characters with some shade in it. So this again is 0.99 cents. Read about yourself, read about your character in this book. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I interrupt for a second here?
Yes,
I have a
please.
question to Satadal ji. Why Hindi titles for English books?
This is a very interesting question, and I have encountered this a lot of times. There are some Urdu words or Hindi words that impact me a lot. A thing like Vad. if you put something like killer, of course it will be impactful, but vad, people are curious. I have people calling from UK and asking, what does vad extend to be? Is it V.A.D.H. I said, no, it is vad, it is killing. So it is an intriguing title. And similarly, kirdars, it also intrigues people outside. And they call me, not because I want to woo them to read the book, but because it synchronizes with the thought so well. So, of course, there are many books that I've written on English titles as well. But these are some books that I could not resist putting these titles. Thank you, Nidja, for asking this question.
Yes, wonderful question and wonderful answer. Thank you so much. I think some people said that they wanted to share about some poetry, song or something. Let me just look at the chat box once again. What WTS? Has anybody typed recently? WTS? They can just talk about, or I'll see it later. Okay. So let's now, I'm just giving it a couple of seconds to see WTS coming in. It could be song, it could be poetry, it could be anything which is worth sharing. So if not, we will talk about that later. Let's see, Dr. Maya, you want to share something? Please unmute and talk. Dr. Maya is also a very senior member of the community, and those who don't know, she's precisely she's achiever in multiple domains. So I won't talk much, but yes, let Dr. Maya talk about her experience in this community, and what do you want to share, Dr. Maya? Please unmute the mic and talk about.
I just want to share that this community is amazing. I hope you can hear, because my video is not on.
Yeah, video is on, but I can hear.
I tried with the help of the AFH member Lalith. I downloaded everything. I even downloaded the new version, but still I could not do it. But I'm happy with it. It doesn't matter, because Som, you have taught us that be a good listener, achiever. You can find new paths, new ways. You can get help from others. I'm still fine without a video, and I feel good. And this AFH member AFH group has to give us a lot to us. They share their happiness. They share their books. You can get new ideas. And Som, above all, is the most enthusiastic, I would say. He's a keen and willingness and a desire to share his thoughts with everyone. He has no restrictions for anyone, and he feels most happier when even the others reach the bestseller tag. He himself, Som, is the bestseller for 20 books, and I have read so many of his books. And he is such a good writer, and I hope I can become one. I am trying my level best. Even if I procrastinate, we have to be consistent, good habits, learn new things, and all Som's videos are so excellent. Okay, even I feel good. He teaches each and every step in it so that you cannot falter. Not only that, not only question of falter, he's with you persistently, constantly, and like he's like a guru, guide, friend, and he has no qualms of answering anyone's questions. And the best thing is, I love what I love is his smile. Like, he never tires of anyone asking the same questions. So hats off to you, So.
Thank you so much.
You're a good mentor and a very good guide, and everyone would love to have him.
Thank you so much.
The only person who is in the Hall of Fame.
Thank you so much, Dr. Maya, for the wonderful words. And yeah, precisely, I love to be in the company of the people like you, and that's what this community is all about. So presence of each of you makes me feel happy. So I'll keep on doing that. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts about the community and about your journey. And let's now move to the next author, who is the person. And by the way, those who were not there at that turn, maybe some tech issue or something, I'll at the end, I'll be asking each of you who were not there to speak about your book. I'll be going to the presentation slide back and show your slide. So don't worry. Dr. K.R.S. Nair, another veteran in the community and a very, very knowledgeable personality. And he is a part of the community that makes me feel proud of this community. Dr. K.R.S. Nair, can you please unmute and talk? Over to you.
Yes, sir. Hope I am audible.
You are loud and clear.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
please. Hey, beloved Som and the esteemed members of this august body of writers. My salutations to all of you. I am KRS Nair from Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. Having retired from a senior position in State Bank of India, I serve as Senior General Manager for HR in a reputed, internationally reputed spiritual organization, Shantigiri Ashram, based in Thiruvananthapuram. And I'm also a freelance trainer. I joined this mighty august body of AFH in August 2020, and my first book was published. My first self-publishing book, first one was published in December 2020. Okay, now from that time onwards, in the past 13 months, including that book, I have published 8 books so far. The first three of them hit #1 bestsellers internationally, that is in America, UK, as well as Australia. And then 4 were national bestsellers in India. Of that, among them, the book titled "What Self-Help Books Won't and Can't Tell You," that was continuously for about 3 months bestseller #1 in India. And right now, it is #1 bestseller in UK for the past 1 week. Now, before talking about my publicathon journey and publicathon experience, I would like to share my success story for the benefit of the newcomers in this group, the aspiring entrepreneurs of writing, authors. Okay, this is like this. When Som sold the idea of blog writing to me, with much hesitation and circumspection, apprehension, I bought that idea because I was not very sure whether I will be able to do justice to both writing a book as well as writing a blog. Then accidentally I found a foreigner who wrote that who in the blog itself saying that he has published 365 stories in 365 days. So I thought, okay, well, then why not I do that? Let me try. I published one by one 8 stories on Medium. Then accidentally, while I was working I was reviewing one of my PowerPoint presentations on leadership for on Mahabharata for taking a class on leadership. It occurred to me that why not I write a story on Mahabharata on Medium. So my 9th story was on Mahabharata, and then it was not over on that day. I had to continue the next day, and it was never ending on second day also. Then I continued further. Events after events, character after character, Mahabharata is such an epic that you have got enough to write about. So I continued like that. Then I got started getting enthusiastic responses from my followers, and some of whom suggested, why don't you bring it out as book? I got the moment of eureka at that time. Then my moments of truth came, I understood. Now I found that writing a blog writing and book writing need not necessarily be mutually exclusive. You can take up both together. And then, to cut a long story short, now as of yesterday, I have published 90 stories on Medium. In another 10 days, I will be hitting the milestone of a century. And then out of the collating 3/4 of the stories, I have published 4 books. That is during this publicathon period, I have published 3 books. Mahabharata, Gems of Mahabharata, 1, 2, and 3.
Wonderful.
Three books I published during the publication period, and day before yesterday I published the 4th volume, and the last volume, 5th volume on the series of Mahabharata will be published before 10th of February. So this is my success story to the newcomers, whom I want to say to them. I want to say is that, see, the other day when I was talking about this successor, I was telling that if you do something, take up something new and continue it for 21 days, it becomes your habit. Now continue it for another 21 days and make it 42 days, and it becomes your lifestyle. So this is my new lifestyle. And if you ask me, my most important takeaway or the payoff from this association with this AFH is that, especially during the last 3 months after I started this blog writing on January 2nd, in October 2nd, Gandhi Jayanti day, and during this period, the 3 months time, it was actually a self-rediscovery for me. I don't say reinventing because it was already there within me. So it was a self-rediscovery for me. And I'm not the same person who I was previously, because I never imagined that I will become a self-publishing writer, and that too will be becoming an international bestseller and all. Something even in my wildest dreams, I never imagined these things. Thanks to the what do you call, non-pareil mentor called Bathla, and his most wonderful WICCs, because so much untiring spirit. I never, and then right now you were talking to somebody saying that you are not the oldest one. There is somebody called so and so. I couldn't even remember that name. So and so, and he has published this particular book. Sir, I hats off to you. I don't know. I don't know who are able to have such a great memory. Hats off to you. I prostrate before you mentally, and then now this is the reason I'm extremely happy. As they have said the other day, I'm really blessed to have a mentor like you, and highly motivation. Literally, the meaning of motivation you are demonstrating every week as well as through these forums like this launching of the book, then what do you call this bestseller club and things like that. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. KRS Nair. Wonderfully summed up, and I feel really grateful to have people like you in the. Imagine, had I not started this community, would such kind of people who are so such kind of people who are so full of knowledge, they are telling me that I am touching their lives in some extent. So that wouldn't have been possible. So basically, I'm really grateful to God for choosing me as a conduit for transmitting this knowledge of how to publish and how to market your books. That is one. And there is a.
Sir, I just want to add one more point. I published all the 3 editions: ebook, paperback, as well as hardcover at the same time.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So Dr. KRS Nair's books are in the links at the YouTube channel below. So you can click on the link and buy. And there is a wonderful quote I am remembering. People don't care how much you know.
Yeah.
But when they know how much you care, they will never forget you for the rest of your life. So that quote is totally with me. I really care about you guys, and that's what you're saying. WICC, why people are really addicted to that, because I feel that when I'm there with you. Those 90 minutes, 2 hours, 2 hours, 30 minutes are for you, for out of my week. So it's a family. It's a family appointment I have done for you with you guys. So that's why I never feel tired, because how many of you feel tired by sitting with the family? Anybody? Yes, no, nobody. So if you are praising about me, it's not. I mean, I would simply feel like I'm sitting with my family, and that's what keeps me going. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. KRS Nair, for sharing your experience and sharing about your book. And wonderful. Let me show the people book about Dr. KRS Nair. So grab these books, one book, and maybe there is second book also here. Yeah, second book is here. So 2 books, grab the links are here. And if you go to this Dr. KRS Nair's page, you can find out many more books over here. So you can grab those. So thank you so much. And so how many of you are feeling tired right now? Nobody? Okay. So let's go to the next author. And next author is, let's see, Priyadarshini Lopamudra. And wonderful. Congratulations, Priyadarshini, for publishing your 3rd book, I believe. And yes. She's also multi-talented lady. And I remember in the first launch, she had presented a wonderful song. So anybody wants song from her, by the way?
I will sing definitely.
Yes, we want. Okay.
With my version, but I haven't prepared. I was not prepared. You
So
would have told earlier.
Okay. Let me do this thing. Unprepared.
I was thinking you would give me surprise.
Yeah, I am about to give surprise to you. Before talking about your book, if you want to take some time to prepare that song for like instrument to be ready or something, we can take your book and then song. Or if you're ready, then you can just have a song. What do you think?
After book.
Okay, yes. Let's talk about your book.
I will just simply in my version. Music I can't. Karaoke I have to download. And
no problem. So let's do this thing. So first of all, congratulations to you for publishing the book. Over to you. Talk about your journey as a author and talk about your book. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. And good evening to all who are watching me in YouTube, in Zoom or wherever. And I am Priyadarshini Lopamudra. I am a author of 3 books on women empowerment. And now I am life coach for women empowerment. I have joined AFH community in November 2020. And after that, I can say that my life has changed. and I am grateful to you, so for your hand holding and uncomparable support to me. And always, whenever I felt like low, you have always given me that support. Without that, I must confess that I could not have marched ahead. I could have stuck there only, as I was stuck earlier as a homemaker. And now I am encouraging the homemakers to come out of that stuckness and
Champions behind the door.
yeah,
Homemakers. You are really champions. So
yeah.
I totally agree with that. Homemakers are really the champions behind the door. They make us ready to fight the world, fight the war in the world, and behind the door there is a lot of happening. So yes, please talk about this book.
Yes, and for that only I am also imparting my coaching also for homemakers. My niece I have identified as homemaker also. For that I have written this book. This book is about 10 homemakers, but they are not homemakers. They are gem of the persons, and they shared their life struggle and life lessons. You can go through. I have interviewed them from across the globe also. There are also some people outside India, and in India also from all the covering all the states. I have, as per my contact and whoever are convenient, and I interviewed them, and their lessons I have put in this book because I am only focusing on women empowerment to do maximum books on women empowerment, and so that it will be I can march ahead in a particular direction. So for this book, you can grab this book, and definitely it is for all men. There are many wonderful nuggets because the ladies have shared how their life was before marriage and how their family struggle hampered their career, all those things, and how they are all champions. They are change makers. They are having aspiration for life. They are not stuck. So these are the main theme of the book.
Wonderful.
And I am from Durgapur, West Bengal, and I am now a life coach. And whatever I should say, yeah, grab my book. That's all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Priyadarshini, for the wonderful explanation about the topic. And those who want to know more about the topic, grab the book. And also there is a YouTube interview on my channel with Priyadarshini, where she was totally vulnerable in explaining about her journey as to how she was gold medalist in her PhD, and then how she had to quit her all stuff and live a life as a homemaker, and how she has now reinvented herself. So
totally.
And I mean, you are recently in top 100 women also, as you also shared on the group,
Woman
right?
Icon Award. Yeah, I got that.
Great. Everybody is waiting for your song. So I'll have one or two more people speak about their book, and then you get ready. And as soon as you are ready, type in the chat box, I am ready. Okay. And let's now go to
check then. Yeah.
Check. Exciting song for all of us. Entertainment of the day. Okay, let's see the next person, Yudhajit. Mr. Bikash Pal Chaudhary, over to you. One of the very senior members and very excited always. Go ahead, please, sir.
हैप्पी रिपब्लिक डे।
थैंक यू।
गणतंत्र दिवस आप सबको। I am Bikash Pal Chaudhary from the eastern most corner of the nation, Shillong, the Scotland of East.
Yes.
Hi Som, thank you very much for everything you have done for us. We might have some odd CL or EL. I see it from a different perspective. For last 18 months, I have never seen you skipping any single meeting. And I think everyone of this community should be proud of him and should write, Som always rocks. So what I told about, I am Bikash Pal Chaudhary, I'm a retired chief engineer, retired 5 years back from my state, CPHE department, Public Health Engineering department. So being the head of a department in charge of the HRD and EC manuals in regards to Government of India programs, speaking was not a very big game for me. But here, in front of you all, the illustrious people with a career behind them, or career in front of them, that is the writing career, I am at a loss of words. So, Shom has brought 3 fiction novels out of me. When I speak of fiction, I remember about my late grandma. She was the biggest fiction teller I found in my life. I was not sleeping, I heard. And because of her fiction telling, I could sleep. It is all about the right side of the brain. And here I am, writing altogether a different genre. Fiction fantasy, a series of 3, Lucy's trilogy. The first 2 ended with some unsolved mystery about 2 couples. In the third, the link is there below. Seashore at twilight. Here I have unfolded those mysteries. So my novel, mostly it deals with the traveler. First 2 about the hilly location, the mountains, and of course, mingled with the romantic interludes. Third one had an added burden, you can say, about the mystery part of it, which you will find unraveled last. It is about an Australian psychoanalyst coming to India, the northeast of India, partially fiction, partially not a fiction. So, if you want to find a happy ending or whatever ending, please, why are you waiting? Go, grab, and get a copy of it. It is not a episode or a so to say a sequel. You can read as a standalone also. Grab it and please do read and give a review. And also, I take this opportunity being here in this hub for 18 months. It's my duty to say a few lines about the Author Hub. There is not a not a dull moment throughout my 18 months of being here, as you will be hearing some beautiful song from Lopamudra. Thank you very much. Good night to you all.
Thank you so much. Everybody type in chat box PTY BPC, PTY BPC. And if Priyadarshini is ready, she can unmute and talk. If not, we can have to the next author. Let's see. Priyadarshini, your song is ready or you want some more time? Okay, let's have the next author after that the song. Miss Mary Chikala, congratulations for publishing this book, Life is Beautiful. So over to you, Miss Mary Chikala.
Yes, thank you so much. So good evening. Can you hear me, please?
Very loud and clear. Yes,
that's
please.
good. Thank you. I'm very happy to be here with you all. Thank you, Swam, and thank you, community, and my little group with Mr. Satadal and other members. Yeah. First of all, I wanted to say that I have already published one book called How to Discover Your Inner Pearl. That was on 23rd August. And that was actually based on the coaching and then transformation. And later I was thinking now, what would I write? So, I mean, I couldn't think of the theme, but I started one much earlier, actually, about Wing Your Way, and I joined your community. and then I couldn't proceed with that. Then I know that it will take time. So I quickly thought about my poems. So how my poems began was I used to write little phrases and little songs and things when I was young. But the first poem I wrote was in 1986 when my mother passed away. For her, I wrote. After that, I wrote poems different times. Then I had no chance to put it together and publish, but there were very few poems. So as I was thinking about it, the idea came that I would, because I have very few poems, I would put my poems, these poems, and write more, which I have done from this September, October onwards. I started writing. Then still there would not be enough. Therefore, I combined the literary poems of the famous people like Ravinder Tagore, Sarojini Naidu, and the other English poets also. So Robert. Yeah. So anyway, sorry. I'm a little bit excited about this. So the title of my book, I put it as Life is Beautiful, and cherish with gratitude, your journey with gratitude, right? So this I put it, and because I felt the poems that I wrote, even from the very beginning, were like whisperings from my inner temple. That is, I see that God inspires me, and that inspiration comes from within me. Therefore, I have been writing these poems with the idea that the peace inside is expressed in these poems. So I have 15 poems of mine, which I have completed even recently, one I have written. Why I want to say this? Because anyone can write poems, but if you go deep within. And one day, they just, all of a sudden, I thought I don't have 15 poems. I wrote all of a sudden, just thought about the topic, and then I sat and then I wrote it immediately. I think that comes from within. Okay, I have distributed this book into 5 chapters, like 5 themes, very important themes about life. Then I have the deep spiritual inspirations, and then I have the creation, the art of the creator, that is thanking God for his creation, and bliss of eternal life is for those who have gone away from this world. And then we have heart filled with gratitude. All these poems reflect about my gratitude to God, my gratitude to others, like family and friends, and also gratitude to myself, because I'm the creator of God. So these are the things that you will discover in this poem, in this book. Also, the poems that are related from the literature also are connected to these. So it would be a very, very interesting thing to read, especially because I have given an introduction to the poem, and then the poem, and then at the end is about the author. It's brief information about that author or that person whom I addressed, or the literary authors. So
Amazing.
This is very inspiring for you all, because so I call it a graceful story of my life and of others. Thank you, Tom, for your encouragement, and I'm very happy to be in this community. And I also have encouraged people to join, but unfortunately they could not. And I'm in the 3rd book, actually. In fact, it is being published on Kindle, but I had to take it out in order to just do some refining of it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, thank you so much.
Everybody type in the chat box PTYMC and click on the link and buy the copy of her book and enjoy reading. Life is beautiful, and it will become more beautiful if you read this book. Wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, with that, we are going to the next author right now. And those who have missed out because they were not there at the time of their turn, they will be given the stage after other speakers have spoken. Next is रेणु प्रसाद, कोई तो हमें थाम लो, किशोर मन की अनसुलझी कहानियां. रेणु प्रसाद जी, आप माइक अनम्यूट कीजिए और अपनी हिंदी की पुस्तक के बारे में ऑडियंस को बताइए प्लीज.
धन्यवाद सोम सर. आपके बारे में तो मैं इतना कहना चाहूंगी कि अगर आप ना होते तो हम भी इस मंच पर ना होते.
थैंक यू सो मच.
ठीक है, मैं आगे हम हैं कौन. ना तो हमारी गिनती छोटों में होती है, ना तो हमारी गिनती बड़ों में होती है। हम कोई निर्णय लेने में भी सक्षम नहीं है, ऐसा सभी कहते हैं, क्योंकि हम में तो समझ ही नहीं है। हम हैं टीनेजर्स, हम उम्र के उस पड़ाव पर हैं जहां हार्मोनल चेंजेस के कारण अपने अंदर बाहर होते बदलाव ने हमें हैरान कर रखा है। उस पर से माता पिता के सपनों को पूरा करने का बोझ, शिक्षकों की डांट का डर, तो कभी किसी परिचित अपरिचित द्वारा अनैतिक शोषण के दबाव का भय। और इस इंटरनेट और सोशल मीडिया ने तो इस कदर हमें अपनी गिरफ्त में ले रखा है कि आगे बढ़ने का मार्ग ही नहीं सूझता है। ऐसे में कोई तो आकर हमें थाम ले, आगे बढ़कर रास्ता दिखा दे। कच्ची मिट्टी से बने हुए हैं हम, हमें सांचे में गढ़ने वाला चाहिए। सच में वर्तमान समय में टीनेजर्स के किशोर वर्ग की दशा बड़ी ही दयनीय है। वे मानसिक दबाव में जी रहे हैं, और अगर इस समय कोई भी उनका मानसिक संबल बनता है, कोई भी उनका सहारा बनता है, उनकी सोच को सकारात्मक दिशा देता है, तो उनका भविष्य सुधरता है। नहीं तो उन्हें जीवन में नए नए जोखिमों का सामना करना पड़ता है। इन्हीं समस्याओं पर आधारित है मेरी पुस्तक कोई तो हमें थाम लो। मैं रेणु प्रसाद, बोकारो स्टील सिटी झारखंड की निवासी हूँ, और एक रिटायर्ड टीचर हूँ। मैंने अपने शिक्षण कार्य के दौरान इन्हीं टीनेजर्स के साथ उनकी भावनाओं को जानने का, उनको समझने का अवसर मुझे मिला, इसलिए मैं उनके बारे में इस तरह से लिख पाई। और मेरी ये किताब जो है ना, वो उनकी समस्याओं को बताने के साथ साथ उनकी समस्याओं के समाधान की कोशिश भी है। और सबसे बड़ी बात ये है कि अगर ये अभिभावकों के लिए भी एक मार्गदर्शिका है, क्योंकि उसमें समाधान मैंने दिया है, ढूंढा है, क्योंकि मैंने अपने शिक्षण कार्य के दौरान ऐसी स्थिति का सामना किया है। इसलिए ये पुस्तक जो है ना, वो सबको पढ़नी चाहिए। और ये पुस्तक बहुत ही मोटी नहीं है, 5-6 कहानियां ही हैं जो मैंने अपने अनुभव के अनुसार लिखा है, और इसकी कीमत सिर्फ 50 रुपए है। और किंडल अनलिमिटेड में तो आप फ्री डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं। आप इनको खरीदिए और पढ़िए और रिव्यू दीजिए। और मैंने AFH कम्युनिटी जो है ना, वो जुलाई 2020 में ज्वाइन किया, और इसको ज्वाइन करने के बाद ना मेरे जीवन की काया पलट जो बोलती हूँ मैं, वो हो गई, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन मेरा जो हुआ है। सोम सर, आपको याद है मैंने जो पहला आपके साथ, आपको शायद याद होगा, मैं आपका वो कोर्स भी खोल नहीं पा रही थी, आपने स्क्रीन शेयर करके मुझे मतलब हाथ पकड़ के एक तरह से सिखाया कि यहाँ पर आप कीजिए, और उसके बाद फिर मैंने किया था। और आज इतनी जानकारी हो गई है कि मैंने अपना ऑथर पेज बनाया है, मैं मीडियम में लिख रही हूँ, मैं कोरा में आंसर कर रही हूँ। ये सब ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हुआ है। इसलिए मैंने शुरू में ही कहा कि अगर आप ना होते और आपका मोटिवेशन ना होता तो हम तो इस मंच पर होते ही नहीं।
अगर आपका कोर्स ही नहीं खुलवाते तो आप कहाँ जाते?
हाँ, तो इसीलिए तो आप सबसे
मुझे याद है पूरी तरह से कि आपका कोर्स ही नहीं खुल रहा था, टेक्निकली आपको चैलेंज आ रहा था। तो क्योंकि मैंने तभी स्टार्ट किया था, May 20 मैंने स्टार्ट किया था,
मैं
जुलाई में आपने ज्वाइन किया, तो आप इनिशियल 100 मेंबर्स के बीच में होंगे। तो मेरे को ये था कि एवरी मेंबर, बिकॉज मैं भी लर्न कर रहा था, मैं भी कोई ऐसा नहीं हूँ कि मैं कोई बहुत सालों से कोच हूँ। इनफैक्ट अगर मेरी जर्नी आप देखें तो मैंने जो कर रहा हूँ ना, ये I would have never thought of doing this stuff. मैं तो इससे हेजिटेट कर रहा था कि I will never do this stuff, never. इनफैक्ट राइटिंग मेरी लाइफ में जो आया वो पता नहीं कैसे आ गया। 17 इयर्स का लीगल प्रोफेशन की जॉब करने के बाद मैंने राइटिंग स्टार्ट किया, एंड took a retirement from the corporate world, saying that enough is enough, now let's start differently. And now I see my life like in the morning I go to my club restaurant, do something, read something, and walking in the lawn, and that kind of lifestyle I feel like people are going to the offices. And so I think myself that at this age I've chosen that life which people forcefully think after 60 years of age, and then they start to die. So I'm super blessed to have started this journey with all of you, and thank you so much for sharing about your book, about your journey.
और मैंने ना एक देशभक्ति पर कविता लिखी है, और मैं चाह रही थी गणतंत्र दिवस के अवसर पर मैं सुनाऊं। आप अगर इजाजत देंगे तो सुना सकती हूँ मैं।
छोटी है तो सुना दीजिए।
सुनाई दूं मैं ना?
हाँ जी।
ओके।
जिनको जाना होगा चले जाएंगे, जो बैठे होंगे बैठे रहेंगे, क्या दिक्कत है। यूट्यूब पे जिनको जाना है चले जाएंगे, जूम में जिसको जाना है चले जाएंगे, जिनको अच्छा लगा है बैठे रहेंगे, क्या
बैठे
दिक्कत है।
रहेंगे, सही बात है।
ठीक है, बताइए आप।
ये देशभक्ति कविता है। जो मस्तक ऊंचा और सीना चौड़ा कर दे वह एहसास है देशभक्ति। सर्वस्व अर्पण करने, रोम रोम से आभार व्यक्त करने का भाव है देशभक्ति। कर्म वीरों, धर्म वीरों, युद्ध वीरों की इस पावन धरती की आन पर कट जाने का भाव है देशभक्ति। देश के लिए एक ईमानदार जज्बा है देशभक्ति। सोच में, कर्तव्य में, करनी में ईमानदारी देशभक्ति नहीं तो और क्या है। एक इंजीनियर में निर्माण के प्रति, एक डॉक्टर में मरीजों के प्रति, एक शिक्षक में विद्यार्थियों और एक नेता में राष्ट्रहित के प्रति ईमानदारी देशभक्ति नहीं तो और क्या है। राष्ट्र निर्माण में लगा हर व्यक्ति देशभक्त नहीं तो और क्या है। देशभक्ति कोई संकीर्ण भाव है नहीं, इसमें है व्यापकता और गहराई। सीमा पर जंग लड़ने वाला ही नहीं है सैनिक, चुनौतियों से लड़ने वाला भी है सैनिक। इस झूठ और फरेब की दुनिया में देशभक्तों की राह बड़ी कठिन है, लेकिन कठिनाइयों की है क्या मजाल जो उनके हौसले को कर सके पस्त। भगत सिंह, राणा प्रताप है इसकी मिसाल, देश की खातिर कर गए समर्पण सर्वस्व। जब राष्ट्रगान होता है तो बल मिलता है इस भाव को, आम आदमी की सोई हुई देशभक्ति जाग जाती है। जब देश पर कोई संकट मंडराता है या विश्व पटल पर देश का झंडा लहराता है तो देशभक्ति अपना रंग दिखाती है। देश से हम हैं और हमसे ही यह देश है। देशभक्ति देश की प्राणवायु और जान है। देश को जीवन देने वालों, इसकी अखंडता बनाए रखने वालों, तुम्हें हमारा शत शत नमन।
Clapping, everybody, please clap, unmute the mic and clap. This deserves a lot of big round of applause. All of you, please clap.
Thank you.
On this auspicious day. Wonderful poetry, wonderful poetry. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, let's now fast track and cover other authors who are waiting for their turn. Thank you so much, Ms. Enu Prasad, and buy her book at the link in the YouTube. And next one is Dr. Dinesh Kanfade. Congratulations for publishing your book on preconception care makes a difference. Unmute the mic, talk about your author journey, talk about your life, and talk about your book, please. Dr. Dinesh Kanfade, are you here?
Good evening, everybody.
Good
Myself,
evening.
Dr. Dinesh Kanfade from Mumbai. Now, Corona proved to be a blessing and disguise for me. Disguise in the sense I suffered from COVID infection during second wave, but recovered fully with God's grace. And blessing in the sense, during recovery phase, I came across Home Sir's advertisement on Facebook. Decided to join in the month of September 2021. Never thought of writing a book before. Started weekly meeting. Joined Subathon 3 in the month of November. Super author FT7. Published my book Preconceptional Care Makes a Difference. Little bit about my book. Now, during my 30 years of experience both in public and private sector hospitals, I realized that though preconceptional care is one of the most important components of maternal health, it is neglected in majority of the developing countries, including India. Many observational studies from developed and developing countries show that pre-pregnancy health of a woman is the deciding factor for healthy pregnancy outcome in relation to mother and baby both. Preconceptional period is the window of opportunity to tackle all unhealthy maternal problems, resulting in favorable environment for the growth of fetus. So consult your healthcare provider before taking a chance for pregnancy. Pregnancy should always be by choice, not by chance. I hope my book will help as a reference guide for women in reproductive age group as well as to the healthcare providers. Thank you very much, Som sir, my teammates, and also AFH community members for guiding me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for sharing about your journey and about this book. This book is really a wonderful book, which I would say, because this is out of 30 years experience of yours into this particular field. And, everybody who is going to read this, who is requiring this book, would be definitely getting benefited. So all of you, please click on the link and buy this book. And with that, we're going to the next author of the day. And Asmita Seth, can you please unmute and talk about your book, about your journey? Yes, please. Over to you. Let's see if she you here. Asmita Shet, I think you can unmute. You have seen you are on the screen.
Okay, I unmute.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Congratulations for publishing this book. Is it a third book or what?
Fourth book.
Fourth book.
It is my fourth book.
Congratulations, fourth book. And how is the journey so far? And talk about the book.
Yeah. Myself, Asmita said, I have joined FES in October 2020. I belong to Vadodara city. My fourth book, The Power of Positive Thought, Key to Empower the Subconscious Mind. The book describes why do our thoughts need to be regulated. Thoughts are invisible and they are seeds of our communication, perception, behavior, and attitude. Thoughts are unseen guide to all our action. Negative self-talk lower our ability to identify opportunity and capitalize on them. The book describes approach and method for promoting positive thought and power of positive, fruitful, and constructive thought. Purity of mind is very important for connecting conscious mind with the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is a vast store of our experience and memory. The book presents how to undergo self-training to empower subconscious mind to manage difficult situations in the life. Once your subconscious mind is trained, you don't have to act it consciously, it jumps into the action. So in the book, I have described various self-training methods, how to connect and utilize service is our subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is our friend, guide, and philosopher in difficult situation of the life. So grab my copy. The link is below.
Thank you so much for talking about the book, and all of you, The Power of Positive Thoughts, wonderful book. Grab the copy. Links are in the description. So thank you so much for sharing your journey, Ms. Asmita Shet. We are ready to go to next author. Next author is Meena Sood. Mukhtasar Si Baat Hai. Yes, please unmute Ms. Meena Sood and talk about your author journey. Talk about the book, please. Over to you.
Good evening, everyone, and a very happy Republic Day. Good evening, Som. And thank you so much for being our mentor and always inspiring us. And I joined AFH Society last year in April, and this is my second book in AFH Society. And this is मुख्तसर सी बात है. मैं अपनी किताब के बारे में अगर एक कविता के माध्यम से बताऊं या नज्म आप कह सकते हैं.
बताइए.
बातें भी, दिल लगी भी, सुनना और सुनाना भी. बातें भी, दिल लगी भी, सुनना और सुनाना भी, सब है तेरे बगैर और कुछ भी नहीं. मुख्तसर सी बात है, तुमसे प्यार है. तो मुख्तसर, बहुत से लोगों को इसका मीनिंग पता नहीं होगा. मुख्तसर मीन्स बहुत छोटी सी बात है जिसमें कम शब्दों में बात कही जाए. अपनी बात कही गई है इस किताब में. तो इस किताब में अगर जैसे उर्दू में आप क्षणिका, हिंदी में आप क्षणिका कहते हैं और उर्दू में इसको नज्म भी कह सकते हैं. इस किताब में जज्बात हैं, एहसासात हैं, कुछ हसरतें हैं, बहुत सारी खुशी है, थोड़ा इश्क है और थोड़ी शरारत भी. तो मैं चाहूंगी कि आप ये सब पढ़ें और लिंक इसका नीचे दिया गया है. एंड एट प्रेजेंट अपने बारे में मैं बताऊं तो आई एम अ होम मेकर and at present we are in Devlali. This is a small town near Nasik. This is a army cantonment actually. And बहुत अच्छा, and thanks to storytellers this time they motivated me, and my book is this मुख्तसर सी बात है in front of you. I hope you can see this.
Yeah, now please show the book.
This is my book, and I have myself designed my cover page.
Wonderful. So all of you, Mukhtasar Si Baat Hai, click on the link below and purchase this copy.
And this was my last book published through AFH Society, Koi Aisa Mausam Ji Loon. This is my fourth poetry book actually. I have published earlier 2 books, but these 2 are from AFH Society. Thank you everyone, and hope to write more and more and publish with you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing about your book, about your journey. And let's now move to the next author of today. Who is she? He. Niloy Kundu, Living Lively. Over to you. Yes, please. Talk about yourself, your author journey, and your book.
First of all, I want to give a big thanks to you, Somji. I am highly grateful to you for the wonderful publication journey. I have joined in AFH in last year in month of August. I never thought that I can be an author, and it would never be possible without all of your course. I am Niloy. I am from Kolkata. By education, I am an engineer, and by profession, I am a businessman. I have wrote a book named Living Lively. This is the very first book of my author journey. Here I am trying to decoding the simple some 10 steps by which we can get an idea about what is purpose-driven life. A purposeful life is when one moving towards a big goal in life that aligns with values, passion, and which makes one happy. I think this is harder than it sounds because living meaningfully is not always easy. I hope my book will help a little who wants to drive their life meaningfully. And in the launching phase, my book is less than $50. I hope all of you will grab it. And at last, I am thankful to all of AFH member. And again, I am thankful to you. Thank you, Samji.
Thank you so much, Niloy Kundu, for the wonderful journey of authorship, and more power to you. All of you type in the chat box PTYNK and grab his book. Let's go to the next one. And next is Neeraja Bandi. Neeraja Bandi, yes, she's a serial entrepreneur, and she's selling her books by different means. I have interviewed her on my YouTube channel. You can watch that for the detailed discussion with her. But now, Neeraja, over to you. Talk about yourself, about your author journey, about your book, please.
A big hello to all the viewers out there. I am Neeraja Bandi, People's Manager by profession and author by passion. My writing journey started in the year 2021. I joined AFH community in October 2020. Lockdown has actually proved to be a boon in disguise. Since then, I have been a full-time writer, all thanks to SOM and AFH community. I have got help from many people like Satadal Lahari, special mention about SL. He was always there whenever I needed help. And now I'm trying to help as many people as possible with whatever knowledge I have. I am a published author of 7 best-selling books. This is my 7th book. Here are a few lines to sum up all the titles of my books written till now. We care and we share, for we are the ones who dare. We swim against the storm for our thoughts to empower to transform. We spread sniffles and smiles alike, for we see the bittersweetness life through the world as a neural network. Our aim is to expand and conquer, for we are the corporate Napoleon. So all the titles in all these 4 lines. Now coming up to my latest book, The Bittersweetness Life of Mishti is a fiction book. It's about the journey of Mishti through time that brings forth the elements of sorrow, the agony of despair, betrayal, and the trauma of death. So will Mishti ever find solace in the promise of the future amongst the ruins of the past and present? So to know the answer, you must read the book, The Bittersweetness Life of Mishti.
Thank you so much, Neeraja, for sharing your journey about your book, and very well summed up in a poetic way about all your book. Wonderful. Great. So let's now, thank you so much. Let's now see who's the next one. And next one is Prachi Chaudhary. Prachi Chaudhary, can you please unmute and talk?
Yes, good evening, everyone. This is Prachi Chaudhary, and I'm a 13-year-old student. I'm from West Bengal, Siliguri. First of all, I'm really glad to be here being part of this launch. And I joined the AFH community around the month of September in 2021. And it was really a very exciting journey with such big authors and Though there was lots of ups and downs while publishing my book, but there were many people who helped me to get through all this. Firstly, I would like to thank Som sir, who kept motivating each and every one of us in our author journey. And even Satadal sir, who helped me a lot in my journey. Like whenever I used to ask him for help, he was always there. Thank you so much, sir. And it was always my dream to publish my book. And when I was 11 years old, I wrote a poem for my mother. And that day I felt that I could write. From that day, I started writing, and today I luckily found myself here with the AFH community, and I'm able to publish my book. So now talking about my book, Rainbow of Life, this is my first self-published book, which is a compilation of 14 short stories that is a must-read for any adventurous reader. This book has been very close to my heart since the first day I started writing. And today, as I look back, I see valuable time and efforts of multiple people put into this book. Thus, I would be very happy if you could have a read at this book and provide me with your best wishes and feedback. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Prachi, for the way you explained your journey about writing the books. At this young age, you are able to write the book. People keep on thinking for ages that I could be writer or not, but you have achieved that milestone at this young age. So my all best wishes are with you, and I'm grateful. I'm happy to have this community where people are helping the new authors in such a big way that they are able to succeed in the journey. So that is the benefit of this community. Wonderful. So Prachi, more power to you. Everybody type in the chat box PTY Prachi, and don't forget to encourage this child by purchasing a copy of her book. And yes, Rainbow of Life. And right now, everybody open their screens and let's send this young kid some love. From my side, love is coming. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Prachi, for inspiration. You don't know how many people you are inspiring today by sharing your journey. Wonderful, wonderful, great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so Priyadarshini is ready with her song. So let's all of you. So those who are watching
did you call me to speak, Som?
Yes, please.
Did you call me to speak?
No, Dr. Kerasnar. I talked about Priyadarshini about the song. Yes. So so those who are watching at YouTube at live or maybe recording later, so we are having a family event of author family, and in this family, without a song, the celebration remains uncompleted. So Priyadarshini, she sings well, and she's here to present one song. So let all of us type in the chat box woohoo Priyadarshini, and she is over to you, Priyadarshini. Please start.
Yes. Am I audible?
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay. दिल है छोटा सा, छोटी सी आशा, मस्ती भरी मन की भोली सी आशा, चांद तारों को छूने की आशा, आसमानों में उड़ने की आशा। दिल है छोटा सा, छोटी सी आशा, मस्ती भरी मन की भोली सी आशा। जाऊं मैं आज तो ऐसे फूल बगिया में महके हैं जैसे बादलों की मैं ओढ़ो चुनरिया बन के बाबरिया अपनी चोटी में बांध लो दुनिया। दिल है छोटा सा छोटी सी आशा मस्ती भरे मन की भोली सी आशा चांद तारों को छूने की आशा आसमानों में उड़ने की आशा दिल है छोटा सा
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Priyadarshini, for the wonderful rendition of the song, and amazing. So great, 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 great. Let's keep going faster. Everybody type in the chat box WDPL. Well done, PL. Well done, PL. Wonderful. Let's go ahead further. Now, next author is Sapna Banerjee. मेरी काव्य रचनाएं आप हिंदी भाषा का करेंगी अपनी कविताओं के लिए। सपना बनर्जी, बताइए अपने बारे में और इस कविता की किताब के बारे में बताइए, प्लीज। ओवर टू यू।
Hello everyone. Hello Som sir. First of all, thank you. Am I audible? I am audible.
Loud and clear. बताइए।
ओके। गणतंत्र दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं आप सबको। मेरा नाम सपना बनर्जी, मैं बरेली उत्तर प्रदेश से हूँ। मैं एक एग्जीक्यूटिव सेल्स ऑफिसर के रूप में वर्क करती हूँ। मैंने ऑथर फ्रीडम कम्युनिटी में 2021 में ज्वाइन किया, शामिल हुई। अब ये अब तक का मेरा खूबसूरत सफर रहा। मुझे इस कम्युनिटी के लोगों से और मिस्टर आप से काफी अच्छा मार्गदर्शन मिला, मुझे काफी चीज सीखने को मिली। ऐसी सहयोग से मैंने अपनी एक पुस्तक मेरी पहली पुस्तक मेरी काव्य रचनाएं लिखी, प्रकाशित की। ये हिंदी कविताओं का एक संग्रह है। इस कविता में जीवन के हर पक्ष को ये किताबें ये बुक्स ये रचनाएं जीवन के हर पक्ष को दिखाती है। इसमें प्राकृतिक, आध्यात्मिक, रहस्य, आशा, आत्मविश्वास, नारी सशक्तिकरण, सामाजिक कुरीतियों को दूर करने का प्रयास आदि विचारों का समावेश है। ये आपके मस्तिष्क के रचनात्मक पक्ष को पोषण देगा और सशक्त बनाएगा। इसमें मैं एक कविता अपना बोलना चाहूंगी मैं। हेलो,
बताइए एक कविता बताइए।
कविता का शीर्षक है विलीन ब्रह्म। दर्पण के सम्मुख यदा कदा मैं स्वयं अपने प्रतिबिंब को देखती हूँ। जब जब देखती हूँ हैरान रह जाती हूँ कि मैं वो श्रद्धा हूँ जिसने मनु से प्रेम किया था। मैं वो श्रद्धा हूँ जिसने वंश का बीजारोपण किया था और प्रेम के उस अंकुर से एक नव जीवन की उत्पत्ति हुई थी। सरल प्रेम से भरी वो लालिमा लिए मुखमंडल की आभा और वो बलिष्ठ शाखाएं, वो लंबी बुझाएं और मैं दो पसली की आशा सहित कासवादी मानव। क्या मैं वही श्रद्धा हूँ जिसने अपनी प्रतियोगिता दर्शाने के लिए अग्नि से गुजरना पड़ा? आज मेरे कर्तव्य है ही कहाँ? मैं आज सिर्फ अधिकार की ही अधिकारी हूँ। ये सारा वातावरण, ये संपूर्ण वायुमंडल, ये सर्वस्व जीव मंडल मेरे नहीं है, केवल मात्र मेरे हैं। ये प्राकृतिक संपदा जिसके लिए मैं मानव अस्थि पंजर का शिखर बनाने से भी ना चूकूंगी और ना ही रक्त गंगा बहाने से। क्या मेरा अस्तित्व मात्र स्वार्थ, लालच, अहंकार, क्रोध और वासना के आभूषणों से आभूषित होकर मात्र रह जाएंगे? क्या मैं निश्चल प्रेम, स्वार्थहीन जीवन और क्रोध भावना से कभी उत्तीर्ण हो पाऊंगी? बेशक जब सूर्य अस्त होगा और अंधकार के पदावर्तन के साथ मैं भी अपने अस्तित्व को सिर्फ एक ब्रह्म की तरह ही पाऊंगी। Thank you.
Thank you so much, and more power to you. All of you, please try her book. Links are in the description below. Thank you so much. With that, we are leaving to the next author. Yeah, please. Thank you. आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगी और सपना जी, या हम चलें?
आज ये गणतंत्र दिवस के उपलक्ष्य में आज रात तक ये फ्री ऑफ वो दे रखा है मैंने।
ठीक है, डन डन डन। आप सभी लोगों को बता दीजिए कि हाँ फ्री है तो वो लोग खरीद लेंगे इसको। थैंक यू।
हाँ,
चलिए, ओके जी, बाय बाय। नेक्स्ट वन इज Sunil Sachwani. Are you here? Pleasure is poison. I don't see here. And next one is Professor Amol Marathe. Are you here? Okay. Next one is Maninder Kaur. Maninder Kaur. Is it Maninder Bhatia or Maninder Kaur different? Yes. Are you there?
Yes,
please.
I am here.
Yes.
My name is Maninder Kaur Bhatia, but usually I write Maninder Bhatia.
Right. Go ahead. Please talk about your journey and talk about your book.
It's a wonderful journey, sir. I would like to say, had I not come in contact with you, I would never have published my book and the dream would have gone with me.
Oh.
I wouldn't have been able to publish my book ever. But when accidentally I came across your webinar once and I attended and decided that, yes, now I should join this group. I joined, but in the beginning, as
Can
I
we
was
see the joy? Can we see the joy in your eyes? People are asking for.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can see that now. Go ahead, please.
And I joined in June last year, 2021. But in the beginning, I was not much inspired. Actually, I am a teacher by profession, so I didn't get much time to write. Every day I would think, today I have written 2 lines and tomorrow I'll see. And ultimately, it made me depressed in a way. I thought, if I'll be postponing my program of writing every day, then how can I complete my book? It would never be completed ever in my life. So I one day decided that anyhow, it's been a long time, Maninder, you have been clapping for others. Now do something so that people clap for you.
Wow.
And I started attending your webinars regularly. In the beginning, I always forgot to attend it on Wednesday. And usually I remembered when it was time for the webinar to be over. But later on, when I decided that, yes, I have to do it, I fixed my goal that I'll be publishing in the 2022 in the first month, and I completed. And this book is, sir, based on a real life story of a lady who is no more, but it gives a strong message to the society. Like I have given in the intro also, the lady repents in her last time that she has done something dangerous to the people, those who loved her too much, and she did wrong to them, and then she feels like she is getting the right punishment, what she's suffering that time. And it gives a strong message that if we do something wrong in our life, it cannot be undone. It remains there, and only a person can regret on doing something wrong to other people. So we should not do wrong to anybody. This is the message of this book.
Wonderful. So thank you so much, all of you. Please share, look at the link in the description and grab your copy. And congratulations, Maninder, for the publishing. Wonderful.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go to the next one. Rajiv Datta, are you here? Rajiv Datta, unmute yourself and talk about your author journey. Talk about your book, please.
So good evening, Som, and good evening, every member of this August gathering. So believe me, this AFS is a ocean, and this ocean is contributed by the beautiful waters of each one of you. Because if you do not exist as a river, this ocean will dry up. So we'll keep this ocean more deeper and deeper. So in this Independence Republic Day evening, we should take this pledge for all of us, because all of us has collectively grown from what we are. So thank you so once again for coming into my life. Thank you, AFH. And regarding my book, Untold Secrets of How They Made Millions, this is, though I have written it for the insurance professional, particularly the insurance agents, but this can be a motivational book for anyone. Because let me tell you one thing. I work as a development officer for Life Insurance Corporation of India. So I'm in this organization for last 20 years. And after writing this book, I found a lot of changes in my team because I have my own team of agents, and when I do some team meeting and all, and once we come out, every time what happens when I say transformational stories and motivational stories, but ultimately एक कहावत है हिंदी में, कहना आपका सही है, रहना मुझे यूही है. So this has been the progress of my team and in fact myself. But when I wrote this book, I collected the nuggets of stories of those people who did not born with golden spoon in their hand, but they born to ordinary grassroots level, and when they grew up and took profession, they have become millionaires. Not only millionaires, they are some good business and business people and entrepreneur across the world. So they're very powerful stories, and when I'm applying this in my team, so as because you know that in 2008 we had a very economic depression, and it was at that time that only LIC came to the rescue of the Indian government. And LIC means all the agents, those 11 lakhs agents working day in and day out. They have contributed to the economy of our country, and you will be surprised to know that only out of this 11 lakhs agents, only fraction are ultra rich, but most are on hand to mouth, say sustenance. So I request each one of you to promote this book to every mohalla where you live, because everywhere you will find an agent. And if they read this book, I definitely believe that they will have a impact on their, say, outcome of financial outcome. And once they become rich, the country will become rich. So I request all of you at least to read the book, the book description. And if you are happy with the book description, then buying not buying is your discretion. It's your decision. I won't say that please grab my book. At least I request you to read the book description, and I request you that please promote this book to every agent, because I believe that it will make some changes to their family and in their lives. And one more thing, let me tell you, I'm an accidental author, because if any one of you have seen my interview at SOM, actually I'm the only person in this group who is from the physically handicapped putter, because I'm a stroke survivor with my right side paralysis, and with my paralytic condition, I wrote the book. This is my second book. I wrote my first book, and so I once again thank you so much, because it's your inspiration and everything, your hand holding everything to a stupid person like you, that I have come to this level.
Thank you so much, Rajiv. And Rajiv has a wonderful story. And despite being handicapped, he was able to write the book because of strong commitment and strong desire from his side. Sitting in the ICU room in a hospital, watch the YouTube interview, and you will understand what kind of journey he has gone through. And from that journey, he has reached here. So salute to you. Thank you so much. Let's go to the next person and buy his book. And next person is, let's use this. Mysterious Temples of Kerala by Indira Krishnan. Are you here, Miss Indira Krishnan? Yes. Please unmute and talk. Miss Indira Krishnan, are you here? I can see your name in the room. Over to you. Or maybe you want to come later. Miss Indira Krishnan. Okay, let's go to next one. Satish Murjani is author of book called Amusing Encounters in Africa. Satish Murjani, I think he's not here. Dr. Maya Modi is the I think last slide here. Let's see. Yeah, last one. So Dr. Maya Modi is, are you here? Can you please talk about your book, Revive Your Skin?
Yes.
Yes,
good
please,
evening,
Dr.
Som, and good evening, my fellow authors. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Today is a great day. I am Dr. Maya Modi. I'm a gynecologist, but I've been always into fitness, how you revive, how you survive, and how you reverse and maintain everything from health to fitness. And even your mind, of course, that's the most basic thing. I joined the AFH group in 2020 July. And then I was supposed to put my first book, Reverse Your Age, but somehow it did not happen. So I ran and published my first book, Musings of My Heart, which is really very close to my heart. And I'm very thankful to Som for it, because I was able to do in a month's time. And in all this, like I have always been running, but now I'm not. I am silenced by a good help, and with all the other authors' help, that I am really helping myself also and knowing better. And it is always going to be better. Where Som is there, no worries, no tensions. Mast maza karo. That's the thing of everything.
Good one. By the way, those who don't know, like Dr. Maya Modi is a person worth to be explored. If you watch my interview with her on the YouTube channel as a author transformation stories, you will understand what kind of achievement this lady has done. She's so humble despite all these achievements, and that's what make this community such a good place to be, because of these kinds of people. So Dr. Maya Modi, I request all of the members here to watch your interview so that you could learn about how you participated in this car rally from Delhi to Agra, how you did this some dance.
Yes,
you participated in. Yeah, wonderful. Boogie Woogie. Yes, Boogie Woogie dance competition. Yes. So she's a achiever, multi-talented person, and and also gynecologist. All these kind of professions, so much adventure, then a serious profession, a doctor. Wonderful. Yes, Dr. Maya, please go ahead.
Yes, I would like to say, talking about dance, today we had a program with a Vadodara Society and the Club 35. I was awarded a prize for best dancing today.
Great,
so I was telling them age is number only.
And you can reverse it. Even if it's an age, you can reverse it, right?
Yes. Wonderful. You have to start early. And and they felicitated my book to two of the stalwarts over there with my signature. And and Dr. Beenal Shah, she told about my book, Revive Your Skin. It was really very nice and a good feeling today. So I would like to say I have written 4 books. The first book is Musings of My Heart. The second is Reverse Your Age. Like, I know I gave it to Som to publish and everything. And it became a bestseller because of him on the 5th day. And I'm so happy. And after that, I was a global bestseller for at least 8 to 9 months till December.
Wonderful.
So I'm very happy. Then my third book, Strengthen Bones and Muscles. And the new book, Revive. Now we all know everyone wants to revive yourself, whether it's business, whether it's technology, whether it is skin, whether it is your health, whether it's your bone. You would love to do things, but so my new book is Revive Your Skin. You and I would feel safe in the knowledge that I am armed with the latest science-backed information that is available, how to revive your skin. It's a very funny, there's a quote, come as you are and goes as you like. I think everyone would love it. All men and women will be so happy to come and do as they like. But this has to be done from the intrinsic and the extrinsic factor. So that is the inside out. You cannot do it only on the outside. And we must now, see ourselves, us in the mirror. See, age is always going to happen. Aging is going to be there. But don't you all look at the movie stars? Look at PC, Priyanka Chopra. Wow. But then she helps herself internally. That is health-wise, food-wise, she helps herself, exercise-wise. And plus, of course, the newer technologies they are there for everyone, which is really very helpful. So you must always say, hey, mirror, what's there for me? Do you like me? Oh, what do you like? Is my dressing correct? Is my hair correct? Is my skin correct? Are my bones correct? All these, if you ask these questions and see, and it is up to you what you want. But if you want, you can really have so many things at your plate because technology is always extending. And as Som always says, technology is going to come and go, come newer way. And I'm also going into it little by little by little. I think I'm going to really mess up everyone with my technology later on. That's my aim. Next aim is that. So I hope I'm able to do that. See, what matters, see, because we are going to lose the skin fat, everyone loses. The less collagen also. Then the skin also roughens. But this is because of the extrinsic, the outside factors that help there. Then you have to find out what is best suited for you. It is not that just jump into any matter or jump into any technologies or like chemical peels. They are very easy. I always like it better than the, what do you say, facials. I don't think I've had much facials in my life, and I don't go also for it because I'm a medical person and I always prefer a medical treatment to against anything. They are good in their own ways, but then everyone has their pros and cons. So chemical peels, and the latest is plasma rich platelets, which has been used for many diseases, and it is always there, but now it is newer invention into dermatology.
Yes, wonderful.
So, hey folks, there's a lot for you. Please buy my link. Please buy my book, not the link. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they have to buy the link first of all. We have to sell the link first, then they'll buy the book. Wonderful, great,
Yes,
rightly said.
Please buy and see it and read it. And if you have any queries, I am there to even answer your queries for you.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and I would like to say two things for you.
Sure.
There's one small poem.
Wonderful. Go ahead, please.
To Som Bathla, the mentor. Hard on the scholar, no, soft on the scholars. Makes him a wordsmith, touching him to perfect his lines, to make his thought to be logistic. Like a child, as I, to drink at his feet, to drink from his well, and inestimable value bursting forth from the wisdoms of the sages of the years. The guiding star he is, that points the sovereigner, the way and like the muse, inspiring creativity in the nympho time, what craves for wisdom and for sense, in a senseless word. But Som is the most sensible person. Hats off to him, and I'm very grateful that I've joined your group. Thank you, sir.
Som, you're muted. Som, you're muted.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Maya, for the wonderful words you have said, and I'm really feeling humbled for such kind of words. And this brings us to the end of this slides. Precisely, I have three names in my mind: Dr. Gurudas Bandyopadhyay, Jaspreet Kaur, and JD Singh. Your three people, I can feel that your books are missed, so you can talk one by one. And if there is anybody else whose book is not taken because of they were not available, then please type in the chat box your name. I'll be showing your slide also. If your slide was passed, you're not there, then type your name. And now let me take Dr. Gurudas Bandyopadhyay's slide out. And Dr. Gurudas Bandyopadhyay,
yes, sir, I am here.
Please introduce yourself and talk about your book.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Pleasure.
Thanks to all my colleagues, all the authors in the AFH Hub. A happy Republic Day to you all. I'm really blessed to be here today. And I want that this day brings a lot of knowledge to all of us. I am extremely grateful to our mentor, Som sir. With his guidance and with the support of you all people, I've succeeded in publishing 7 books. Earlier also, I tried my best to write some books. My author journey started in reading books. Actually, I was reading a lot of self-help books and then got the inspiration to write books. And I started writing in 2019. But when I joined this AFH Hub in September 2020, I got a great feeling. And the momentum I really received, and momentum I actually practiced or enjoyed, that is basically due to this group, AFH group. In every WICC meeting, I get a lot of encouragement, and I attend it very heartily to boost me, to boost my spirit. every publicathon has encouraged me to get something. This publicathon also, I am really grateful to our leaders, Ms. Mita Dubey. So a lot of encouragement was there, and I was successful in bringing about this book, Be Happy, Be You. And another book is also upcoming, that is Try Again Today. That we will be saying in the next book launch. Every book launch I have attended, and due to some reason today I'm a little bit late, and that was due to some internet problem. However, that's not a matter. But I am there with you. I am happy to be with you. Be Happy, Be You is a book. Let me tell something about the book. Be Happy, Be You is a book where I feel that happy mind is a productive mind. So you need to be happy to make you more productive. There are a lot of invisible enemies, your time killers. You need to set your mindset and habits for a better life. In this book, you will find 7 strategies. And one by one, if you can practice, I am sure certainly you will be happy. To be happy is a great challenge. It's not very easy, but it can be easy if you fulfill whatever the genius people or the wisdom is telling you that you should go ahead like this. First of all, that every one of us has a lot of genius within us. Every people is genius. So think that you have a purpose. That is why you are born. When you are born, you have a purpose, and you try to fulfill your purpose of life. Be clear about your purpose of life. Fix some goals for that. From the goals, you break down to some sub-goals and tasks and activities, and do religiously every activity, whatever you feel that you should do it to fulfill your goal. Once you do that, I'm sure nobody can stop you. You will be unstoppable.
Wonderful.
Be fit, be physically fit, and for that, try to do some exercise in the morning, have good sleep, good food, and if you are physically fit, certainly it will help you to be mentally fit also. Take care of your mental wellness. Be socially connected. Enjoy social relationships. This will certainly augment your happiness level. And once you are happy, you will be doing something which will make you more happy, and it will go on exponentially. You will be happy.
Wow.
And at the same time, when you will be happy, you will try to try to reach your best self. You have something that you know that whatever you are here, you can be much better than that one. And everyone, it is actually for every people. They have enough things within them that they don't know their potential. So they can be much better what they are at the present level. So be your best self, and you can reach your best self level once you are happy and productive. So these things you should keep in mind and try to improve upon daily. Daily progress is very important. Every day is important to you. Don't leave any day that you are not doing something different and you are not doing something better for your personal development, personal transformation.
Wonderful.
So think of this one, and I think that this Be Happy, Be You book can give you a lot of clues, various strategies, various action steps that can help you to really be happy in whatever you are doing. There may be a lot of difficulties, there may be a lot of challenges, but always think that challenges are there for you to teach you something. So either you are successful or you are learning something, and always you are gaining. So there is no matter of failure or mistakes or frustration or fear or nothing. Always go ahead and think that you are learning and you are progressing. Ultimately, you will be unstoppable and will reach your goal, and you will live beyond your dreams. I'm sure.
Yeah. Yes.
Fortunately, I am with AFH Hub. Earlier, I was writing, and I was not very enthusiastic to write daily something. But joining this hub, I have learned a lot, and I am learning daily. I'm really grateful to Mr. Som in a big way. Had I not joined this club, I would have missed a lot in my life. I would not have been in this stage what I am today now here.
Yes.
That is very, very, very clear from my mind. I am not exaggerating anything about Som sir, but it is a fact that I have learned many things from him, and I am learning a lot, everything, every day. and from all the authors who are here today. And we are
Wonderful.
very much helpful to each other. Although I cannot say that I know everything. No, I cannot. Although I am a PhD from IIT Kharagpur, people will say that yes, you know many things. You have great achievements. But that is not at all. I feel I don't know many things in my life. It is to be learned.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bandyopadhyay. Wonderful words. Thank you so much for the kind of words you're using. Thank you so much for that. And
I am really grateful to you, sir. I'm not exaggerating at all. That's what I want to mean. And really,
I can feel that, sir. I can feel that, sir.
I should say that all the people who are youngsters here and who are thinking that they should be author, they should join this group, and they will get lot of help from this group, and they can fulfill their dreams.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Bandyopadhyay. Everybody, please grab his book. Links are there, and I have interviewed him on my YouTube channel. You can watch that later for detailed journey about him. I can see three faces right now: Spandan Ganguly, Jaspreet Kaur, and Mr. JD Singh. And I'll be going in a sequence. Spandan Ganguly, over to you. Next is Spandan Ganguly. Can you please unmute and talk about your book, about your journey? You were not there last when we spoke your name, but yeah, you can talk right now.
Yes, good late evening, Som sir, and to everyone. First of all, I should start with the thank you to Som sir and Shautadal Lahiri sir, because both of you are my, what I say, both of you are on whom I rely upon, and whenever I need help, I ask you, I disturb you all, and I get every time that support and help. And because of you two only, till now I have published, I get the courage to write something and publish it. I remember last year I have joined in the month of April, AFH group, and last year I published one book from under Publithon 2, and this time it is again second book. This is my second fiction. Just a minute. So basically this book is completely a fiction on a different platform. Different platform is in a genre basis as well as the location. The title, Do Not Leave Me, it is a saga of love amidst nature. The story will take you from the high rises of Bangkok to the paddy fields in Kalasin, and you will find yourself amidst nature with beautiful waterfalls, monasteries, and ancient pagodas. If you go through this book, here one thing I would like to say, if you see the background, the cover page is designed by Mr. Satyamurthy, but the idea is being given by me, where I have merged two images. The bottom one is the Bangkok city, one view of Bangkok city, and the top one is a natural beauty at Kalasin. So I've merged two places there, and the story also revolved in these two places. I would like to read a foreword from Shautadal sir, and by that way I can say my gratitude and thanks to him, because I didn't find anything much better to describe my story. So what he reads, I'm quoting that: in a world full of selfish dispositions, it is indeed a difficult proposition to come across who can shower unconditional love and camaraderie. This is an aspect that been aptly portrayed in the story that is based amongst the pristine backdrop of Thailand. The characterization, imaginary, and the turn of events have been expertly aligned to bring out the various unknown factors amongst known territories. The vices of humans know no boundary, and yearning for wealth often propel people to take up dark and nefarious means which create unsavory circumstances within a peaceful ecosystem. The desire to acquire wealth through unethical means has been causing myriad of misery for mankind. In this book too, this unhealthy demeanor has been depicted quite vividly. Another aspect that stands out beautifully in this story is the variety of human relationship In a selfish and uncaring world, it is indeed rare to discover people with the chaste intent to help others unconditionally. The world thrives on empathy, compassion, and cooperation. Wealth has always been wrongly proclaimed to be the parameter for measuring success. The real measure of attainment is, however, the acquisition of honest and pure relationship. This story bears a strong evidence to this statement. Thank you, Shatadol sir, for writing such a beautiful foreword for my book. And yes, the story is on a little different genre than a normal one. It is a love story between two boys, one an Indian boy and another one as a Thai person. And whatever circumstances they are going through this is here in the story. The story, I can say, it has love, emotion, suspense, crime, and
Yes,
many more.
let's maintain the suspense also.
Yes. So that's all from my end. And thank you all, because of your all help, support, I'm here. I'm trying to write something. And once again, Shatadol sir and Som sir, many, many thanks.
Thank you so much, Spandan Ganguly. And we are left with two people right now, Jasprit Kaur and Mr. J.D. Singh. So one by one, let's go there. Jasprit, can you please unmute yourself? I'll find your book and talk about your yourself, your journey, and then talk about your book, please.
Good evening, everybody, and a very happy Republic Day. So today, actually, formally, I'm speaking in this platform for the very first time, though I have been a member since long. And being a oratory coach, this is something really strange that I'm speaking here for the first time. I'll disclose the reason now. I was very skeptical, like when I joined the community, thinking of writing a book, publishing it, marketing, formatting, editing, everything, the entire process. I used to think that how can this be done on all by ourselves? So this made me skeptical, and sharing the stage with such wonderful authors and such wonderful people, I must say, I thought I am nothing in front of them, and that is the reason I kept so quiet since long. But then this Publithon actually gave me the confidence, and I cannot stop thanking my team leader, Satadal Tehri sir. He helped all our group members a lot, and he helped me for the title editing, and a lot of ideas he gave and a lot of things he taught. Thank you so much, sir. And apart from that, my cover designing, formatting, editing was taken care by Ranjit sir. So thank you, sir, if you are watching here. And now coming to my book, Oratory Agilities. This is my second book, and this is really close to my heart because I have done everything myself, and I'm really proud to say this. So this book, as the title suggests, Oratory Agilities, that means how to become an eloquent orator or a communicator. Since all of us know that public speaking or oratory skills, interpersonal skills are a must for today's era, are a must in today's era or in today's world, in today's modern world. Be it a child in the kindergarten, be it a school student, a college kid, a college student, a working professional, or even an entrepreneur. So communication is something that has to be there. We cannot run away from communicating. And also, let me tell you, my book also has several nuggets to how to become a confident communicator, and also how to overcome the world's biggest phobias, that is glossophobia, the fear of public speaking. You know, we all have a lot of things in our mind to say, but then we don't have that confidence to go and say. We are unable to open our mouth when we are on the stage. So from my personal life stories, I have shared such anecdotes that I'm sure many of you are gonna resonate with. So I would love if you all can go and read my book and review it on Amazon, and that will be really sweet of you, and I'll be glad to read them. Thank you so much, Som sir, for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Jasprit, for the wonderful sharing of your journey and your book. And there's a wonderful, I'm just remembering some incident. Somebody said that, I mean, something which is relevant here for the speaking skills. Somebody asked, what is the biggest fear in the world? Answer is death. Second biggest fear is public speaking. And the topmost of these figures is that dying while publicly speaking.
Right.
Right. So great. Everybody, please click on the links and buy her book. And more power to you. Everybody type in the chat box PTY JKB. And now let's move to Mr. JD Singh. Sorry for that, because your book link was not into this particular video, because I could not, while filling the form, your link was not there. But I noted that your book is already published, and I took it from the Facebook group, and I'm sharing right now. This is the book you have published. So please unmute yourself and talk about your journey, talk about your book, please, sir.
Thank you, Som. Thank you very much. And happy Independence Day, and very good evening to each one of you. Thanks a lot for giving this platform to speak about. So I'm an engineer and a managing director of a manufacturing company. Apart from this, my interest is in fine arts. That's very close to my heart. And basically, I'm not a business person. Means I'm more of a R&D person, research in different various fields, diversified fields, not to my field, you know. And this topic, what I have taken up, this is also a diversified field in the field of agriculture.
Okay.
Okay. Now, first of all, I would like to say something about the background, about my relationship with Som.
Okay, please.
I started writing. I was very much interested in literature when I was in school. And I was inspired, and I started writing. My first article was published when I was in Standard 6 in one of the magazines. And I kept writing every month one article to one of the very prestigious magazine of India till my Standard 10. And after that, it was a gap of 57 years. I never thought of start writing again. I never thought of it. And I met Som by accident. Accidentally hitting the advertisement on Facebook. And the writer in me came into life again. It was something like that an old instrument lying at one corner, an antique piece with a lot of dust. And Som is a person who removed all the dust and pulled the strings. So I thought that I have so many things, means in fiction, in non-fiction, in technical subjects, I have so much of material. So I never thought of writing it. So then I thought, okay, I'll start. Then I picked up this topic of hydroponics. Because this is one topic, one subject which I was working for the last 20 years, 1 decade. And hydroponics is one topic, subject, which is growing plants without soil. You can grow the plants in air, you can grow the plants in water. If you grow in water, it is hydroponics. If you grow in air, it is aeroponics. If you are growing the plants as well as fish together, it is organic. And it is called aquaponics. So I studied different countries, what the practice is going on, like in America, in Canada, in Israel, Australia. Then I thought that why not to make it cost effective by redesigning the whole thing and bring this technology to my country. Because in this technology, the requirement of water is only 10%, 5%. You can save 98% of water. You can go vertical. You can grow the plants inside the house without soil, without sun, in artificial light. Interesting subject. So I picked up this subject first to start writing. Now I have written 4 books in series. This is the first one. And after that, there are 3 more books in the same line. Means there are 7 books already in the line to publish.
Let me stop you for a moment. Something which was hidden for 57 years like old instrument. You opened it up. Now you're not stopping. You are writing 7 books, and I'm sure this journey will continue till you can continue, right?
So you have triggered a machine gun.
I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. Wonderful. Great.
You have triggered a machine gun, you know. I have so many books now. I can write so many books now.
I mean, you have a full life of experience, and book is nothing but sharing experiences. And all the people who are sitting in this group right now, look at your age and look at the experience you have. I mean, if people start, if I can write 22 books, and people who are sitting, like I can see many, very senior people, you have 40, 50, 100 books in you. Definitely. Wonderful.
So I'm grateful to you for being an excellent mentor, very inspiring, very motivating. And next to you, my mentor is Satadalji, who is a great help to me. Always, whenever call, he is always ready to help.
Wonderful.
So the first book, I was finding it difficult to publish it. So he is a great person. Spandalji is a very, he was very helpful. Vikramji, Lalithji, means Nirjaji, all these people.
Wonderful.
And you have created a wonderful group of authors to help each other. This is a great help, very great help.
Absolutely.
I'm grateful to you for this concept.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm grateful to my mentors for giving me this skill of combining communities.
You are one person, who had made the difference in lives of many people. Means so many people, so many authors who could never think of writing. They are writing so many books now. The credit goes to you.
Thank you so much. So many people were getting bored from their life, and now they have found a purpose in their life of sharing their knowledge with the world. I can feel, and so many people have found so many amazing friends in this community. I'm super happy about that, and I'm grateful to God that I have been chosen as an instrument to make this movement. So I'm sure that this family of authors, which doesn't have a blood relation, but we have a relationship of common relationship of sharing the knowledge and experience the world, and this will definitely go on. And this is, I think, we are. Thank you so much, Mr. JD Singh, and
I must thank God for choosing you for this purpose.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All of us are one. All of us are one. We're just energies floating in different bodies, and it's just like one thing. And someone has to come in some form to help somebody. So that's what the whole thing is all about. That's right.
So before you end, we end this wonderful evening tonight, like I have a request to make.
Sure.
So you are coming up very soon with your 23rd book, right? So we would, all of us, all the authors over here, whoever is there and whoever wants to come in, we want to celebrate your 23rd book together.
Sure, definitely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Atal, and thank you so much, everybody here. Mr. JD Singh, I'll be updating the link of your book into the YouTube description after this live is ended. And I think with that, we have come to the end of this session. If anybody has missed sharing about their book, if despite being in the list, if they have missed the book, we can talk about them. If not, then we are ending this session. And let me just thank people at the YouTube live. And first of all, I'll be ending there. And I'll be then staying with you for next 2-3 minutes, and we'll be, saying bye-bye to each other. So those who are watching at YouTube right now, I hope you had this wonderful session today where you learned about different topics by different authors. You heard the stories of different people who started the journey at different points of time. And what a wonderful ending by Mr. JD Singh by saying that something which was hidden in him from last 57 years, and he has opened that, something has rekindled that. And so you should all watching at the YouTube understand that if you are not part of the community, whether you join it or not join it, you should start writing, because once you start writing, it is something you are getting to know yourself better. Once you write, you get to know yourself better. And many people have shown that they have rediscovered them by writing their stuff, because writing is a therapy. Writing is a spiritual process. When you are immersed into writing, something holds you, you get into the flow, and something comes out of you, which is to be transmitted through you through the power of books. I hope you would start a journey very soon with AFH, without AFH, doesn't matter, but shouldn't start writing. And I hope this session has added some value to your life. Let me say bye-bye to people at YouTube, and then people at Zoom who are part of AFH community. I'll be talking to you a few more things, and then we'll be saying bye-bye. So YouTube people watching there, thank you so much for watching so far, and I'll see you very soon with some next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, friends, we have ended the session.